Talk Radio.
Thank you, James. It's that one day of the year, guys. That one day when I wear shorts. I have absolutely nothing planned for this evening, so we're just gonna see what happens. Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Hang on. I forgot to plug a thing in. Hang on. And there we go. Yes. Thank you, James Whale. Always a pleasure to come into the studio after James. He's so fragrant, isn't he? Isn't he, Josh? You don't know that, but he is. It's been a busy week for the show. Busy week. We're talking about sitting for 3 hours a day talking rubbish. I have nothing planned for this evening's show. It's been topic/subject heavy. So tonight, I've got nothing. It's not straight to air. It's not withheld numbers. You'll phone up. You'll speak to Kath. She'll take your name and number and call you back. But. Can I get a sheet of blank paper, please? Blank paper. As blank as the show is. You can call in about absolutely anything you want, dear listener. Anything you want. Key changing. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, you're more than welcome. It will cost you pennies, maybe free, and we call you back anyway. Literally anything is up for discussion today. Someone sent me a tweet saying, Iain, are you going to talk about this story tonight? I clicked on the link. I don't normally click on links, and I remembered why. It was a really dry, dull story about David Beckham and other people having to pay a tax bill. I mean, that's why I don't click on links, 'cause they're usually dull. Like that one was quite dull. But you want to call in about that, you're more than welcome to. 0344 499 1000. How are you listening to us this evening? Are you listening to me on DAB? Are you listening using the Talk Radio app? Or maybe you're listening on talkradio.co.uk. And of course you can watch us on periscope.tv/Iain Lee. Good evening, Periscopers. The first call of the evening is lined up and is ready to go. Let us dive in, shall we? Good evening, Ray.
Good evening. Hip, hip, hip.
Hip, 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 Ray.
I'm pretty sure that somebody has put LSD in the water supply. Because, me and my partner, we've had the most psychedelic dreams last night.
Wowzers. Tell me what happened, guys.
Oh, I mean, normally I dream every night. I'm one of those people.
Yes.
In colour and in stereo.
Oh.
And also I do a lot of lucid dreaming. But last night, it was like playing video games. You know those old... like the Atari, you used to stick a cartridge in.
The old Atari 2600, yes, of course.
Yeah, my dreams are like that. I thought, I want to play this. I put that cartridge in, and straight away the dream starts.
Well, what kind of things were you dreaming then, Raymond?
Oh, I always have dreams that I can fly, that I can... last night I was driving along a busy main road at 200 miles an hour in the sheeting rain, and
it's quite coming off. Hang on a minute. If you're having vivid dreams, why are they quite dull?
Well, to me they're exciting.
What, driving a car along a busy road? That's what I do every day.
At 200 miles an hour.
Pretty much. I used to until I got busted too many times.
Yeah.
If I was vivid dreaming, then I would be married to Maggie Gyllenhaal, and then I'd have Kelly Brook and Bev Callard in the next bedroom, and then I would. That's about it.
maybe I have low expectations.
Well,
who knows?
you know, but this is the problem, I think, with society, Ray, is all of us have our expectations too bloody high. We need to, as a nation, lower our expectations, and then we'll be okay, Ray.
Be thankful for what we have.
Exactly. Thank you. 034, thank you, Ray. 0344 499 1000. I made the terrible mistake of having a doze before I came into the show today. I had a really busy day. I was up early with the kids, so I hadn't got much sleep. And we went to my mum's, and we went and saw my mum for an hour and a half, and and we sat outside and fed her our lunch, and the boys were acting like absolute lunatics, as they do. Then we went to, they often say, when are we going to go and see Nanny Linda again? And the reason they want to go and see Nanny Linda again is because there's a really cool park nearby. The one where I had an argument with a woman about a dog poo. Nearly had an argument with, I had to tell off someone else's child. I had to step in, right? So we went to this park after going to see my mum. You can call in at any point, guys. Otherwise, I'm just going to dull you with my day. 0344 499 1000. We call you back. So went to the park, and there's a really good rope slide. What do they call that? It's not a death slide, because there's no chance of death. Rope slide. Slide rope? What do they call the thing? Zip wire. There's a really cool one. There's another part we go to, and it's a rubbish zip wire because it doesn't move. But this one really flies. And with just a push, they go flying. And so my two boys were the only kids on this zip wire, right? So they were playing on it for quite a bit. I was pushing them, and then I said, I'm going to go and have a little sit down. So I sat down a bit and was watching. And then two more kids came. They're about 8 or 9, so a little bit older than my boys, right? So my eldest had his go. My youngest had his go. Then the first of the two children had his go. Then the second of the two children had his go. Then it was my eldest's turn. And one of the new two children went, no, we're playing on this now. And my boys' faces, I went, no, why don't you have one turn each? So it's their turn now, and then it's his turn, and then you can have a turn. Little so... No, we're playing on this now. Get out of it, sunshine. Not having any of that. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You're more than welcome. And then this little girl joined in who was completely ignoring the queuing system. So I had to go and step in. And then her mum came over and it all became clear why. So we did that. No, it did. I mean, really, I don't want to judge, but oh my God. So I was then kind of passive-aggressively... I don't actually know what passive aggression is. I say it. I don't know what it means. 0344 499 1000 if you can define that for me, please. But then... I was kind of having to control the queue. I was going, right, okay, so, right, it's your turn, then it's your... If you were, that's it, you were behind him. So then it's your turn, and then we got you little... And the thing is, as well, right, I was pushing my boys. Of course I was pushing my boys, and I could have pushed the other kids. I chose not to. And the look of disappointment as they kind of climbed up on this thing, and then it petered out halfway. Serves them right. My boys were flying all the way down. My boys were actually quite scared by it, but I said, come on, guys, we've got to put on a brave face. So we did that, and then we went home, picked up the dog, changed into our shorts, they changed into their swimmers, and then we went to and paddled in a couple of streams near us. Imagine, tiny little streams, really hot day, cloudy, overcast. I thought there was going to be a thunderstorm, but the heat was very oppressive. And we took the dog and we went over and we all took off our shoes and socks, and the boys stripped down to their swimmers, and we just were playing in streams for an hour. The joy of it. And people were walking past and laughing with glee at the sight of two children absolutely covered in mud, welly-wanging, and just throwing water at each other. It was delicious. It was joyous. And all the time we're doing that, I found out a man in his 60s was drinking cheap lager and tweeting abuse at me. What is going on with the world? What is happening with the world? I'm out there enjoying the beautiful delights of my two darling children splashing each other with mud, thinking the mud is like, because we go to Greece for holiday and there's a little bay we go to where it's that kind of clay that's good for your skin. And they think this dirty brown mud is the same as that Greek clay. So they're putting mud all over their little bodies, and it's wonderful, and people are walking past, walking their dogs, and everyone said, you don't see that anymore. You don't see kids playing in a stream anymore. And it's true. I walk the dog by that stream every single day, and you don't see anybody in it. What a waste! What a waste of a stream, dear listener. Wasn't that when we stayed for an hour? Thank you. And they made some clay pots, thumb pots, and a clay snake or something, I don't know. And I said, right, guys, I have just had my car cleaned out this week. You are filthy. I don't want you touching anything. You carry those clay pots. You do not touch anything in my car. And then we went and I threw them in the shower, two of them, and it was wonderful. I imagine it was cleaner at the site of Woodstock in 1969 after all the hippies had gone home. There was mud everywhere. It was wonderful, dear listener. That's my day. How's yours been? Anything in what I've just said that's caught your fancy? Because if you want to call in about any of that, you can. If you want to call in about anything, you can. Heavy, light, sad, happy. I don't care. It's that Friday feeling. I have got literally nothing. I'm holding up a blank sheet of paper if you're watching on Periscope. I haven't been through the papers. I don't know what is going on in the world. Do you want to come and play? Huh? 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Late Nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Listen to this tweet. Have you seen this tweet? From Simon Scott, UK. Nothing more irritating than parents saying, my son, my daughter, as if you are the only people to have darling kids. It's offensive. Utterly offensive. Vomiting. Spelled incorrectly. What? Simon Scott! Simon Scott got out of the wrong side of bed today. Nothing more irritating than parents saying, my son, my daughter, as if they... What do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to say, Simon? What do you want? How do you want me to do this? So I took two children today to a stream, and they're my sons! For God's sakes! And as if you are the only people to have darling kids. It's offensive. Utterly offensive. Vomiting. I tell you what's offensive, Simon Scott, UK. Your absolute stupidity and your soullessness. Go and listen to another radio station because you don't have the brains, nor the intellect, nor the heart to listen. Go and listen to Heart, because that is the blandness that you seek in your pathetic, badly spelt, turgid little life. You poor little man. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Kath, come in, because I feel like playing a game of some kind, but I don't quite know what sort of, I don't quite know what kind of game to play, but I want to play a game like lock poker or something, but I don't quite know with which direction to go in. 0344 499 1000 if you've got any games we can play. I just, you know what I mean? I feel it's hot, it's oppressive, it's humid, we need a good thunderstorm to clear the air. And the prospect of sitting here and talking about the election or not talking about my kids or whatever, it seems quite vast. I've literally not been through the papers, so I've got nothing there. But I fancy a little game of something.
Right.
But I don't quite know... Oh, hello?
That's loud.
Isn't it, though? Isn't it? I don't quite know what. Okay. Harry's suggesting we play noughts and crosses on the radio we're called. The thing about noughts and crosses is it's pointless. Oh, I know what we can play.
Go on.
Oh, I know totally what we can play. Battleships, but with a caller. Right, this is what we need. Right, and a caller who knows... This is it. Radio battleships. Oh, we've got it. We're in. Well, OK, this is what we're going to do. We're going to play it with all the callers. No, hang on a minute. How is that going to work? Right, I need a battleship grid.
Right.
How big is the grid on battleships?
Quite big.
Right, don't Google it, because we're going old school now. We need someone who knows how to play battleships. We had a caller the other day, didn't we, about battleships?
Yeah.
That's why it's in my head.
Yeah.
This is going to be absolute classic. If you recorded last night's show, forget it. Put a bit of sellotape. Oh, Rodri sent me that video camcorder.
Yeah.
Right. So Rodri, absolute delight, sent me this video camcorder, old VHS, right? And I got it, and it worked perfectly. The boys thought it was hilarious when I showed it to them this morning. And he also sent me some VHS tapes, and I put one in, and I couldn't get it to record. And I'm tweeting him, and I'm looking at the instructions, and I'm sat there a bit embarrassed because I've got this thing, and I've made a big thing of unwrapping it in front of James Whale. And someone on Twitter went, "Have you put sellotape over the tab?" I hadn't. And I looked, and the tab had been taken out, and I had to put sellotape over it, a bit of paper to get it to work. It was wonderful. Thank you for that, Rodri. I'm going to experiment with that next week, and because it hasn't got a battery, it's only got a plug, so you can't. It's not portable. So you've got to do. But I'm going to make some videos next week, then upload them to the YouTube channel. Right. Okay. So we need someone to call in who knows how to play battleships, because I don't really remember how big the grid is meant to be. Can you just check that aircon is on? Because I'm sweating my balls off. Imagine my peanuts, my sweaty peanuts. 0344 499 1000, guys. You've got to call in, otherwise we have no battleships happening. We have no game. We have no show. Tonight's show is battleships based. So we're just going to wait here for a caller. While we're waiting, I'm going to move the camera around so you get to have a look at the woman. Oh, she blows. Don't mean it like that. We're going to wait. This is it. This is it, guys. This is what. Here, we got a caller. That's it, Ed. Get the caller. This is it. We're going to play battleships on the radio. This is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Hang on a minute. Let me take that one. Yes, line one. Hello? What are you doing? Hello? Yes, can you hear me? Okay, well, thanks for calling. There we go. Lovely giggling in the background. It's I'm up for that.
I think that might have been Free Willy.
I'm up for that. If there's anybody's listening, because it's half term, and you want to, you can call. You're supposed to get your parents' permission. If you want to call in and just join in the fun, you're very, very welcome. 0344 499 1000. If you want to withhold your number and make silly noises and giggle to your mates, do you know what? I'm up for that tonight. I'm up for that, because where else? It's not my favourite thing in the world. I'll be completely honest with you. You won't get too long. I'd suggest try and be a bit more inventive. But if, first of all, if you're a youngster and you're listening to Talk Radio, welcome. You're in the right place. And secondly, if that's what you want to do, if that's how you want to express yourself on this hot and humid, let me try this one. There we go. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Me, meow.
No, that was it. They've gone. Brilliant. If they want to do that, we'll have some of that. But more importantly, Sheila's on the line. Good evening, Sheila.
Hi, Ian.
Sheila, you know how to play battleships.
I do, yes. But I've got a game that I think that you might like to play with the callers.
Okay.
If you'd like to hear it.
Well, but battleships.
Well, you could still play battleships, but I mean, I've got another game that callers might be interested in, or that yourself might be interested in.
You're saying that people won't be interested in my idea of battleships?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying they will be, but I think something else to go with as well would be pretty good.
But battleships. See, the thing is, battleships could be... Me saying battleships, right, it could, if I wanted to, interpret that as a comment on all the bickering that's going on in the run-up to the election about nuclear missiles. Some people will push the button, some people won't push the button, some people are unsure if they'll push the button, some people will get rid of the button. So this could be a very clever... Me saying, let's play battleships, could be a very, very clever social commentary on nuclear war.
But it's not, though, is it?
No, no, it's not. It's just me dicking around playing. All right, well, what do you want to play, Sheila?
I was thinking virtual Hangman. So if callers call up, they've got to give like a letter, and you think of the word, and callers have got to try and guess.
Well, now, the thing with Hangman is, there's always, and tonight's show is sponsored by Parlour Games. And if this was Talk Sport, of course, here's a joke for you guys, and even I can make this joke. Tonight's show is sponsored by Ray Parlour Games.
Good one.
Football player. Football man, isn't it? Super Ray. Anyway, he plays for Arsenal. So, okay, here's the thing. How many things are there in the gallows? Because some people put like some people put a joist in the gallows.
Yeah.
How many? All right, I'm going to say there's one, there's the base.
Yeah, one.
Two, there's the thing. Three, there's the thing. 4, there's the joist. 5, there's the rope. 6, there's the head.
Yes.
7, there's the neck.
I'll just go body. Straight down.
8, there's a leg. 9, there's a leg. 10, there's an arm. 11, there's 11.
You've missed out. You missed one out. There's only 10.
Well, no, I've not missed one out then, mate. I've added one.
Yeah.
Well, what have I added? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've done it. Well, that seems very easy. All right, so I've got to think of a word, have I?
Yeah, you think of a word, and for any caller or anyone that tweets you in, try and guess a letter.
No, not tweeting. We're not tweeting. All right.
Oh, okay, not tweeting.
All right, Sheila, away you go. Hang on a minute.
Okay, well, I'll give the first letter.
Do you want to know how many letters there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 letters.
9 letters.
Yeah.
Right.
9 letters.
The first letter I will go for, I'll say T.
I'm so sorry. There is... why have I done that? There is... I don't know how to draw a T. That's that. There is no T, I'm afraid. Thanks for calling, Sheila.
Oh, well, no problem.
Yeah, no problem for me. Problem for you. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, let's tweet this. We got it now. We got it. Playing... what are we playing? What's that called? Wordsmith. What's it called?
Hangman.
Playing Hangman and Battleships on the radio. It's 9 letters, no T. There we go. We've had
it's time to ring up though, because you don't want tweets back.
Oh yeah, ring, yeah. Ring in only, no tweets. There we go. It's been a very intensive week of topic formation of across the nation.
Yeah, jollification.
You know this concert at the Manchester concert. Mm-hmm. Some people online are calling it virtue signalling.
Oh, you mean some idiots online?
Yeah, some idiots online calling the concert for the victims of the Manchester atrocity. They're calling it virtue signalling.
Yeah, better to ignore them. Screw those guys.
Virtue signalling. You idiots. See the nice pictures of Ariana Grande at the hospital? I don't know if they were today. I retweeted it. Kathy Burke retweeted it and I retweeted it. I don't know if it was today, but lovely pictures of her going visiting the kids at the hospital.
You know some of them will be singing with her as well.
Well, can they sing? That seems...
The one she's picked, I think.
Okay, right. She's held auditions amongst... good for... No, it's a really nice... There were some really nice pictures of her in the hospital, and you know, you forget how important it is for kids. That will I nearly said blow their minds, and I'm in radio mode, and you shouldn't use the word blow, and blah, blah, blah. But it will completely freak them out, and you know, it's wonderful. I think she's brilliant. I think she's absolutely brilliant. I knew nothing about her before, and she's gone up in my estimation inestimably.
Yeah. She's dealt with something unthinkable.
Isn't it?
I think in a really gracious way.
Guys, we're playing computer battleships. We're without a computer. We're playing Hangman. It's 9 words, 9 letters, no T. 0344 499 1000. Late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Okie dokie. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Craig's on the line. Good evening, Craig.
Evening, Iain.
Craig, say hello to the woman.
Hello to the woman.
Word.
When we go to New York, right? On the Tuesday, we're going to have guests on the show, and the great minds think alike. I was listening to their podcast today, and half good actually. It's very, very funny. It's a show called Keith and the Girl, and they have a very similar relationship in that
she's the clever one.
She is the annoying irritant. And he be the funny one. No, I just thought it was interesting that we kind of have a similar setup. Iain and the woman, and Kath, and Keith and the girl. And half a good podcast. They're very, very funny, right? And you can download it in all the usual places. And I'm going to be a guest on their show. It's going to be a busy old afternoon. I'm going to be a guest on their show, which would be incredible. And then they're going to be a guest on our show, and then we're going to use their studio to do our show from. So, I thoroughly recommend listening to Keith and the Girl. I also recommend listening to Maeve in America.
Oh, it's so good.
Maeve, Maeve Higgins, Maeve in America, because we're definitely talking to those two people. Not heard back from Chris Gethard from Beautiful and Anonymous, and I haven't heard back from the Bowery Boys, who were up for it, and then they've gone a bit quiet. So those, I thoroughly recommend those two podcasts as a little bit of homework. Craig, what have you called in for?
It was I that said put the tape on the video.
Sorry?
It was I that said to put the
tape. It was thou!
I am... what?
It was thou!
It was me.
There we go. There we go.
Sorry, I thought you said vowel. I was going, I'm not getting into that game yet.
Hang on a minute, here we go. Danny Baker's... hang on, you need... a job. Danny Baker's improved battleships immensely. He has suggested instead of ships, people have to hide their own favourite things on the board. D5? No, you just blew up my copy of Hunky Dory. So maybe we'll do that. Craig, what have you got?
I was going to say a quick game.
No, don't. Hang on a minute. Why is everyone...
Whilst you're playing battleships...
Well, we're not even starting battleships yet. We don't know how to play it.
If you turn your foot in a clockwise direction...
Yeah.
And then turn your right foot in a clockwise direction.
Yeah.
And then with your right hand, try and do a number 6.
What do you mean? Is number 6? I know what number 1 and number 2 is. I know what a number 3 is.
Try and draw a number 6.
You know what number 3 is?
What's your right hand is going...
You mean... Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Line 1, you're on the air.
I realized today that I'm an extrovert with chronic depression and a debilitating anxiety disorder, but still an extrovert.
Well, that's good to know. Thanks for sharing that with us. What do you mean do a number 6?
Do a clockwise...
yeah, easy.
Right foot.
Easy. Done it. Yeah, next.
And then do a 6 with your right hand.
Next, where's the challenge?
You can't do them both at the same time.
I'm bisexual. Ambidextrous.
Nah, clockwise with your right foot. You can't do a...
Why?
Number 6.
We're trying to start computer battleships.
Right. Letter E then for Hangman.
E. Okay. There are. So it's 9 letters. So it's blank, 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 E. Blank, 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 E, blank. Blank, 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 E. Blank, 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 E, blank.
Okay.
Do you want to have a guess at the word?
You had a T and an E.
Yeah.
So how about an R?
R. Blank, R. Blank, E. Blank, 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 E, blank.
Blank, R, blank, E. Blank, 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 E, blank. A T. Oh, you had a T, didn't we?
Yes, mate.
An N for November. It's a shame, isn't it?
It is a shame, Craig. I'm going to have to say goodbye to you, mate.
Bye-bye.
There we go. I'm not... Listen, I'm not going to take too many of these withheld numbers. I'll take them sporadically, but so far the quality hasn't been great, so...
It's been very poor.
Very poor. Go on, line one.
Ian, that guy that you had on about the foot thing and the number 6 thing, I'm doing it right now. He's a bumhole.
OK, thank you very much indeed. Thank you for that. Thank you, yes. A total bumhole. I mean, I can't think of anything more bumhole-ish than that.
I can.
OK. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. By the way, I should say, Sunday night, my last ever Iain Lee versus Radio... in Birmingham, the Glee Club. If you want to come, there's still there's a few remaining tickets. There's not. There's a good 80 people coming. That's a good crowd. Yeah, that's a good crowd. Last one ever doing in the UK. If you want to come, go to the Glee Club website, and we'll see you there. And I'll stick around and take pictures and all of that stuff afterwards. If you want to come there, let's go to Gatford. Good evening, Gatford.
Good evening, boss. How are you?
Are you? I want to work with you.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
Yep, you sent me unsolicited...
No, I asked you if you want me, and you said yes.
No.
Yes.
You sent me unsolicited pictures...
Oh, no, not again.
Yeah, but now it doesn't look... Now there's not a massive gash.
Is it weeping?
No, it's kind of healed up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's doing really well.
It's amputated toe, where before he sent us one picture and it was manky as F, and then he sent me this one, and actually it's healed up quite nicely. They've done a good job. Did they put maggots in you?
No, they didn't, no.
Did they offer to?
No, they haven't. I was disappointed.
Then the only other alternative is that you put Savlon on it and didn't pick it.
Yeah, but the thing is, I've also got a cast on it, which is why I take the picture, because I can't see it all the time.
OK, wow, so you miss it.
So, yeah, I did just, every so often I just look at the toe and,
Dirty. Why did you have the toe?
Well, to be fair, you did ask...
No, mate, I'm not... I'm not a pervert. Why did you have the toe removed? Was it gout?
No, I had it was infected.
But how?
I had infection.
OK, but how?
Snake.
Because I have something called neuropathy, which means I don't feel things in my feet. So something happened, and I don't know what, and I didn't feel it.
That's disgusting. You disgust me.
Well, it's
hopefully after Brexit, people like you will be sent back home. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm already home.
Well, no, but I mean back to your country.
This is my.
No, I mean back to your Muslim country. That's what I'm hoping. That's certainly why I voted for Brexit.
Did you vote for Brexit?
No, mate. I'm doing a piece.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Thank you very much. Do you know what? Do you know what I've had today, Gatford?
Lunch.
I've got buying fever, haven't I, Kath?
I've had to talk him down.
I was sat on the laptop looking at eBay and Amazon and iOffer, and I just turned to Kath and I said, Kath, I want to buy something. She went, don't. I said, no, I want to buy. She says, why? I said, I just want to buy something.
And I said, the mummest thing I've said to you for a good day, which was, it's your birthday next week. Don't buy anything.
I was looking at CB radios. I was looking at bootleg CDs. I was looking at box set CDs of groups I don't really like. I was looking at books, and I've got literally 30 books I need to crack on with, including the Will Store. Since I was ill, I've not been able to read a book. I've just not been able to. I've not been able to focus.
Do you not buy yourself a little something on your birthday, though? I do.
On his birthday. Well, it's not his birthday yet. Wait and see what you got.
You've got no friends, mate, so I imagine your present count is pretty low, whereas me, I am dead popular. But here's the thing, right? And I nearly bought myself something last week. Because the other day, my son went, Ian, Daddy, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, oh, no, nothing really.
I'll call you Ian.
He does sometimes. Well, when he's been on the radio, he calls me Iain Lee. He thinks it's hilarious that people know me as Iain Lee. So when he wants to wind me up, or if they come in here, they go, so Iain Lee. I think that's hilarious. Or sometimes they go, so Ian Rugby.
Now you're in trouble.
Do they ever go for the full name as well? The middle name as well?
No, that confuses them a little bit. They confuse. I don't have a middle name now because Lee was my middle name, and then I dropped Rugby and moved on.
My nephew doesn't get middle names either.
Yeah, but then I was looking. I saw myself looking at something last week. I was about to buy it, and I thought, oh no! A, I don't really want it, but B, so it's the box set of Monty Python albums on CD.
Well, I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, I would like it, but the only reason I wanted to buy it is because I'm listening to Michael Palin read his diary. So whenever I read a biography or listen to, I instantly want to buy that person's entire back catalogue. And then the number of times I've done that, and then I've got all this stuff, and I never get round to watching it or listening to it.
Tell him what else you said you were going to buy today.
What did I say I was going to buy today?
A 3D printer.
Oh, yeah! You could get 3D printers for 220 quid!
But tell him what you were going to make with it.
I was going to print an army of me's. But in different poses.
Is that a Bjork song?
Army of me's. I put it in my basket and Kath went, don't. I said, no. She says, no, don't, because you don't. And then I realised, if printer ink is more expensive than liquid gold, how expensive must 3D printer ink be?
3 times as much.
Yeah, exactly.
Couldn't you get yourself a 3D printer and print more ink?
Oh,
back in the game.
Gatford, that is insania. Yeah, I did. I had a 3D printer for 220 quid in the basket, and Kath went, no, don't. And I was like, well, okay.
Because what did I say? You're going to hate yourself if you buy that.
And then she saw my Amazon recommendations.
They're the recommendations of a 5-year-old boy.
It was all fidget spinners and paddling pools.
I saw a story today that they reckon that fidget spinners are now dangerous because they've got too much zinc in them or something.
Oh, well, lick your fidget spinner. My eldest, this brilliant game, right? He said, come and play this game. And he'd written down, he really likes writing things. He'd written quiz questions, right? And then and he made this game up himself. And you had to answer as many of the questions. You had to spin the fidget spinner and answer as many questions as you could before the fidget spinner stopped.
It's brilliant.
And there were maths. The one was like loads of maths questions, and one was this is a brilliant tie break. Think of it. Write down as many names as you can, beginning with A. Oh, it was brilliant. Then we had a big row about Ariel. He said, "Who's Ariel?" I said, the Little Mermaid. He went, "Who?" He said, "Little Mermaid." He said, "That's not a name." I said, "Yes, it is." I said, "No, it's not."
But anything can be a name now, can't it? You know, with all these celebrities and things like that.
Yeah, anything is not a name.
Apple's not a name, but, they gave it to someone.
Yeah.
Gatford, do you want to play,
No, I think I know the word.
What? No, that means the crossbar goes over the top. Unlucky.
Late night Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
How do you spell me's, as in I want an army of me's?
I would put...
M-E-apostrophe-S.
No.
M-E-S apostrophe.
No, you
But
don't
that says mez. Mez.
Yeah, I know.
I want
an army of me, I would put.
But I want an army of me's. I don't want just one.
Okay, well, just put s on the end.
I want an army...
Don't put an apostrophe in, otherwise I will come round there.
Okay, I've put an apostrophe.
Oh, man.
I want an army of me's.
No, you don't.
Jonathan is saying, you can use our 3D printer at Manchester Central Library next time you're up. That's not until the end of July, Jonathan. We're not in Manchester till July the 29th. Are you looking at cats and cucumbers? This is the weirdest thing, guys. Absolutely true. Go on YouTube, type in cats and cucumbers. Cats is terrified of cucumbers. Honestly. And it's the best thing. If you put a cucumber behind a cat, right, they'll be there, they're just like eating their food or watching telly, and they'll turn around, what the flipping heck is that? And they jump up in the air. YouTube, cats and cucumbers. If you've got a cat and a cucumber,
try it out.
Try it out. It is the funniest thing.
If you could film it and tweet it to us, that would be amazing.
But you reckon it's because they think it's snakes, but most cats haven't seen snakes. So that must mean written in their DNA. Also, cucumbers don't look like snakes.
They do.
They look like dildos.
They haven't, well,
maybe
that's what they're frightened of.
Maybe that. Cucumbers don't look like snakes. No.
To a cat they would. They look like some sort of creature. But I'm watching a compilation here, and so far the score is 8 to the cats and 11 to the cucumbers. Some of them don't care.
Yeah,
your cat wouldn't care, would she?
A recap: we are playing Battleships, but we haven't actually started it yet. So we're playing Hangman. After last night's show was so frantic, and last Friday's show. Last night's show.
It was a frenzy, wasn't it?
I don't know what happened last night. Little Iain. It was the two Ians, if you missed it. But so we're slowing things down. We're playing Battleship. No, we're not. We're playing Hangman. So far, it's blank R, blank E, blank, 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 E, blank. And the letters T and N have gone. And Gatford had a guess, so we're 3 guesses down. Don't look at... If you want to play, write it down on a bit of paper, Catherine. Don't look at this. This is classified informazione.
It's probably spelt wrong anyway. An apostrophe in there.
Let's go to Clive. Good evening, Clive.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm very well, Clive. How are you?
I'm in the bath.
Oh.
Clive?
Yeah?
I've muted you and Keith's sport video on Twitter.
I don't know what that means.
What it means is, when you tweet, you two tweet all the bloody time about really boring northern stuff.
Well, it's
like barm cakes and bum cakes.
I don't know what a bum cake is, but it's not boring. It might be northern, but it's not boring.
Also, you keep tweeting about your lecture, so I've muted you.
I do a lecture every Sunday on encyclopedias at the church group.
Yeah, I know everything about your life now.
It's 28 minutes long.
Jesus.
It includes 4 slides I drew myself.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
What letter are you on?
I'm in the bath.
Oh.
So, can I choose a letter that's appropriate in the bath?
Yes, you can.
C.
Oh.
There's no C. So we draw the bit of rope that's gonna strangulate this person. It's gonna hang.
Is it butter?
Sorry?
Is it butter?
Well, no. Now you've drawn the crossbar.
Is it margarine?
You can't
You're
keep
throwing
guessing.
lives away, man.
You just now is his head.
Is it butter?
You've done butter.
Spoiling
That's
this
his
now.
that's his body now. You've only got 4 more guesses. I'd stop if I were you.
Is it spread?
Right. I'm not
spoiling it for everyone.
We're not going to we won't take spread. We're not going to allow that one. But he wants this fella dead.
Yeah. I think he's imagining it's Keith.
When they say, well, you get people that say we should bring back hanging. We should bring back hanging. They should say no. We should bring back Hangman. Yeah. That's what we should do because no one plays Hangman anymore. It's a good little game. It's a solid game. Solid game.
It's a little bloodthirsty, really.
Hangman is a solid game. I'm going to be honest. I'm a sucker for Connect 4.
I love a bit of Connect 4,
I
me.
am Travel Connect 4. Not the full one, that's too good. Not the garden size one, that's just stupid.
Silly.
It's just shit. And look, here's the thing. So many Connect 4 sets don't have all the pieces. So you've either got to win quick or it's a void game.
Yeah.
When you go to like a restaurant or a pub and they've got games, let's have a quick game of Connect 4 while we wait. And then you've done 2 rows and it's gone.
Disappointing.
It's outrageous.
But when I play Connect 4, I always go for bottom middle, right? That's the first, once you got that, you know it's in the bag.
Oh, mate, you haven't got a clue what you're talking about. CJ!
Hello?
Yes!
Sorry, phone's a bit funny.
Your phone's a bit funny.
At least something is.
Hey, steady, Catherine. Steady. Steady. Don't encourage her, CJ, please. Stop it. What's that? What's a strange cackle you have? That's a cackle. That's not a laugh. That's a cackle.
It's a cackle.
There we go. That's what I would call a maniacal cackle.
That is my personality.
There we go. I want to take over the world.
Say that in school.
Well, there you go. CJ, what have you called in for?
Cats with cucumbers.
Oh, yeah, go on.
What it is, when cats are eating, the space around them, it's like the most vulnerable time that they're in.
Especially the rear.
What about when they're mating?
I've not tried with the cucumber and the mating, but I will give it a go.
Okay.
No, what they said, I can't remember which charity it was, but they said if you do that to a cat, it actually causes the cat to be stressed out, and it can take up to a few weeks.
Right. In that case, it was Peter that said it, because they say stuff like that. You can't stress a cat out with a cucumber.
But apparently, because of the shock, because the cat is in a vulnerable state when it's eating, so it's not a cucumber. It's anything that you place near the cat at the time.
So hang on a minute. This is flawed. So I'm going to deconstruct your flawed argument that this charity of right. First of all, right. So you're saying that we have to we have to tiptoe silently when the cats are eating.
No, that's even creepier.
Yeah, my cat. My cat, because she lives up in the bedroom now.
You're going to offend the catless talking about your cat.
No, because she doesn't go out now. She doesn't go out too often, and so her food is in my ensuite bathroom. My cat's. I've gone in there and done her number 2 while the cat's eating.
That's just rude.
No, and she's fine with that.
I've done that. My cat comes down next to me and done one too.
There we go. You see, exactly. So I don't buy this thing that they're at the most vulnerable when they're eating.
Yeah.
And they're stressed. But also, it's not as if you put I don't know, a sausage behind them. That wouldn't freak them out.
Yeah, that's true.
Type in cats and sausages on YouTube. You'll get nothing back.
But if you go to YouTube and write cats and, the first suggestion is cucumbers.
Yeah, there's loads of them.
But okay, then what do they think a cucumber is then? It's just invading their food space?
Yeah, that's what the theory was.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'll try it with a dildo in a bit.
Oh, dear God, CJ, my die. Dabba die.
But cats mating, you're talking about how...
Yes.
It's not particularly nice, is it? For them, the cats.
Is it not pleasurable?
Well, I've heard them going at it outside my window, and it sounds terrible.
Well, foxes is the one where it sounds like babies screaming.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, there's not me being... It does.
I've heard it.
Oh, it's... the number of times... well, I don't do it now, but I remember when we lived in the flat, the first few times I heard it, and I thought someone was being attacked.
Yeah, it sounds
and
like
I shouted out the window, "Oh, bugger off!"
It is like, ah! Disgusting. And also, we have deer near where I live, and you know what they do?
Rut.
They bark.
No.
Yeah, it's like, like that.
That's the noise I make, actually, as I'm approaching the finishing line. I have to have people cheering me on these days, so otherwise I can't. Anyway, that's by the by. 0344 499 1000. I can't believe you haven't got this word. Blank R, blank E, blank, blank, blank E, blank. There is no T, there is no N, there is no C. It's not anything to do with butter. Well, it could be, actually. Could be. Well, it could be. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. People are submitting their entries via Twitter. Come on, guys. We know. It's really hot in here, isn't it?
No.
I am absolutely sweating. Put your arm under it. Feel my pits.
No, thanks.
Feel my pits.
I can smell them.
Absolutely sweating here. Wearing shorts today. It's that one day of the year when I wear shorts. I don't really like wearing shorts. I don't agree with them. Certainly not in the workplace. I think they're disgusting. I think it is messed up. I know Ed does it. He's a foreigner.
He loves it.
I think it is incorrect. I think it's perverse. But today... What are you going to do? It's too bloody hot.
It's too tropical.
Too hot. Now, how do we get this this battleship's grid? I reckon we do an 8x8.
Or 10x10.
Well, yeah, but all right. Well, I'm doing an 8x8.
I mean, why'd you even ask me for my input?
I didn't. It was rhetorical. All right. If we do 10x10, we'll be here all night.
We will anyway, till 1.
Yeah, but it'll just feel longer. What you could do is you could go and print me off a grid.
Print?
Yes, 3D grid, 3D chess like in Star Trek with Spock and Kirk. Play 3D chess.
Stop trying to convince me that this is a good idea. You know you don't really want that.
Sally!
Hello, you alright?
All right, Sally! Sally is, I wouldn't want to marry a Sally, but...
Oh.
No, but I'd love a weekend away with a Sally. Do you know what I mean? Sally is one of those very... Here we go. This is the part 2 of the show. Naughty names.
Well...
Sally... yeah, Sally's a naughty name. Mandy... And, Becca. Oh, Becca.
Is that because they're sort of page 3 names?
No, Sally's not a page 3.
Saucy Sally.
No, not at all. No, I just think they're very, very naughty names. And you sound like a naughty lady, Sally, am I right?
I am very, very naughty, but my name means princess.
Yeah, I bet it does. And you'll be treated like a princess for that weekend, then dropped off at the coach station.
We had some family friends whose wife was called Sally, right? Except when they moved to a posher place, suddenly she became Sarah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he would often forget, and so she ended up being called Sally Sorry Sarah.
Oh, blimey. So we're doing naughty names. So far we've got Sally, Amanda and Becca. And,
Lucy.
Lucy.
Melissa.
Who?
Melissa.
Oh, Melissa. Very naughty. Kirsty.
My great auntie's got quite a stripperish name.
Go on.
Selena.
It doesn't have to be. It's not stripperish.
Oh, it's
You've
rude,
completely
isn't it?
misunderstood this. Sherry's a naughty name, however you want to spell that. Fiona. Fiona's a posh naughty name. 0344 499 1000. Thank you, Sally. You've given us something to get our teeth into, so to speak. What have you called in for, Sally?
Hangman.
Yes.
I'm going to have a go.
Okay. Do you know? You think you know what the word is?
Well, I've got it written down.
Yes.
And I'm in an R-in, and then you said butter, and then I thought Marlon Brando.
Oh
no!
I'm going to have a go.
Sally! See, I told you she was naughty. Sally, away you go.
Very naughty. I'm going to go with S. Have you got S's in it?
Okay, so it's blank R-S-E blank 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 E-S.
Okay, can I have a go?
You can certainly have a go.
I'm going to say arseholes.
Oh, no. Ian. Right. Give me that paper. I'm doing it next. You can't be trusted. Isn't he horrible?
Oh, Sally! Sally! You're absolutely spot on.
I should have known.
Well done, Sally.
Thank you.
Have you ever won any competition before?
I used to be really, really good at bingo.
Oh, mate! Oh, Sally. Whereabouts do you live, Sally?
I'm Sutton in South London.
Right, of course you are. I'll come down there one night. We'll go and play bingo together. Sally, you're a very good sport. Congratulations, you've won our respect.
Oh, no prize.
Sorry, the phone's breaking up. What did you say?
No prize.
The phone's broken up. Genuinely gutted that there was no prize because she phoned up a national radio station and said arseholes.
She should win a cucumber.
0344 499. I can't do it.
Talk Radio.
444991000 is the telephone number. Paul, you'll be up next. Catherine's coming up with a really boring posh word for Hangman now. Here comes the news.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me down the road. That's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold, a brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. tomorrow. You know I'm free to roll.
There we go, dear listener, there we go. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. We're just playing games tonight because why the hell not? Catherine has taken... We're also doing naughty names. Can you read the list of naughty names? It's on the back of that sheet of paper.
Sally,
please. Yep.
Amanda,
Yep.
Becca,
No.
Lucy,
Hey.
Melissa.
Wow.
What's this? Kirsty,
Yeah.
Sherry,
Yeah.
and Fiona.
If those girls invited you to a party, golly gosh.
I've got another one.
Go on.
Nikki.
Nikki, yeah, with an eye.
With an eye, with a heart over.
Oh, and Jamie. Jamie. But I can't think of any naughty men's names. Dave the Rave. Dave? Stevie? Steve-O? I can't think of any naughty men's names. Well, you know, if Wayne. If Wayne calls you up,
No,
you are...
Wayne.
Wayne.
Nick.
Nick, is it Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
No,
Nick,
Nick's a dull
with a-
name. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Let's go to Elliot. Good evening, Elliot.
Yeah, you got any puzzles?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Any puzzles?
Yes.
Go on.
You go on. Give me a letter.
Hang on a minute. You've got to tell us how we... Catherine is now doing the Hangman. How many letters have you
1,
got?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And we've got nothing so far.
No, mate, it's a new game, buddy.
You're
New
the
game.
first one in.
Oh. Any E's?
Yes.
Right, you have to tell us where they are, mate.
Hang on.
I think I've...
Where's the...
Right. Blank. E.
Yeah.
Blank. Blank. E.
I think I've got
3.
it.
Go on.
Is it Ghostbusters 2?
Oh, for goodness sakes. That's it, for goodness sakes. Let's go to Paul. Good evening, Paul.
Hi, did you get my email earlier? I didn't want you to read it out, but it was an apology.
Right, the papers you brought in, Catherine, these are Thursdays.
Oh.
Yeah, these are useless. Well, apology accepted. I didn't read it, but apology accepted.
Okay, right.
Right.
I just thought, quickly, a woman's name that is a little bit... Emily.
No!
Yeah, because Emily loves her.
Huh?
What was the name of the cartoon thing? Because Emily loves her.
What on earth are you talking about?
The cartoon...
I've got literally no idea.
What was the cat?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Emily's another name.
No. This hour's not really got off... First hour's got off to a cracking start. This hour...
Okay, a guy's name that is a little bit... Nigel. Naughty Nigel.
What are you talking about? Nigel is one of the... Nigel's an accountant's name.
He's also the leader of UKIP and all.
Well, he's not.
Well, was.
Well, yeah, but he's not now.
No.
Oh.
Naughty Nigel, come on.
Nigel's not a naughty name.
What about Philip?
I don't know if there are any naughty men's names. I don't think there are.
Well, my ex-girlfriend once went out with a guy called Sharky Dave.
Sharky Dave?
Do you know what sharking means?
Isn't that when you just chat up loads of women?
Yeah, it's like you're a bit of a... You go in a nightclub and you do the rounds and, yeah, you're sharking.
Do you want to play Kath's boring, posh, intellectual Hangman?
Go on.
So it's blank E...
Blank,
How many letters?
Well, we're telling you, mate. Blank E, blank, blank E, blank, blank, blank.
God, is Terry Wogan hosting this?
I know, flipping heck, isn't it?
Have you got that special microphone?
Yeah, and I'll shove it somewhere if you don't hurry up.
Yeah, okay. I've got to say a letter.
Do you know how to play Hangman?
Yeah, I do. I'll say a letter.
Right.
Say one.
C.
No.
Right, okay.
Base.
Are you near an indicator?
No, I'm near a semaphore, though.
What's the clicking thing?
I don't know. I haven't got any
Quiet.
clicking.
You just stopped it. You got those the
Yeah,
balls, haven't you?
Newton's cradle.
That's what you got.
Maracas.
Okay, thanks very much for calling, Paul. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Blank E, blank, blank E, blank, blank, blank.
And no C.
It's like that, is it? Hey. There are no boys' names on Twitter. We're getting Troy. No. Stefan.
No.
No. Yeah, Stefan. Stefan Dennis. He's a naughty man.
Make you feel good.
Yes, but Stefan. We'll have Stefan. I think that's the only naughty name that there is for men. I can't think of any others.
Well, you wouldn't know.
What do you mean I wouldn't know? Of course I'd know. What do you mean I wouldn't know?
You wouldn't know.
Well, I'd know. Right, we've got a young person coming on now, so just watch your language. It's half term. We encourage younger people to call up when Ed stops talking to them and puts them through onto the air. It's not the Ed show. It's the Iain Lee show. And we sat here like puddings waiting for them to come through. I hope you've not done a rude word for this. Because if you've done a rude word, have you? Have you done a rude word?
I'm not giving him clues.
Okay. Oh, Ed, come on. For goodness sakes, man. Just put her through. Can you go and sort this out? Go and have a word, because he's taking too long. Emma!
Hello.
Hello, Emma. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah.
Half term, is it?
Yeah.
Okie dokie, right. Well, how's that half term going?
Good.
Bored?
Slightly.
Yeah, it's boring. Are you back on Monday?
Yeah.
Okay, looking forward to it?
Slightly.
Okay. I bet your mum and dad are looking forward to it.
Probably.
Because they get rid of you.
Yeah.
Which is nice. What's going on at school? What's happening at school?
I've got end-of-year exams.
Oh, hang on, how old are you?
13.
13, you end-of-year exams. What, and are they like proper sit in the hall, your time starts now exams?
Not really.
Okay, all right, fine. So these don't matter if you muff them up?
Slightly.
Well, they're going your permanent record, of course. Why are you listening to this rubbish?
Oh, because my dad.
Okay, your dad's quite happy with you listening to what is a very foul-mouthed, loutish, sweary radio show, is he?
He puts it on in the car.
Okay, well, I'm going to be, don't worry, Emma, I'm going to be forwarding your details onto social services, and hopefully, by Monday morning, you'll be living in a nice care home with lots of other children. How does that sound?
Yeah.
What you got for us, Emma?
I've got some history homework.
Oh,
for us?
Yeah.
Beautiful, bring it on, go, let's hear it.
Okay. What was the old currency like?
Oh, I don't know. You remember that?
Hang on a minute. You're interviewing me about pre-decimalisation?
Yes.
I'm not that old, Emma!
Oh, okay.
Wait, when was decimalisation? 1972?
Mm.
What do you mean you don't know? You're studying it!
No, I'm trying to research for it.
Okay, right. I think decimalisation was about 71, 72, and so that you're talking about pounds, shillings, and pence, LSD, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you? You don't sound convinced.
Oh, I don't know. I guess.
Okay. It changed before I was born. I mean, I'm old enough to remember halfpennies. We used to have halfpennies, but I don't. It happened before I was born. Pounds, shillings, and pence, and why was it LSD? I did know.
Because Libra is Latin for pound.
Right. S for shillings.
And D is for
Denari, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Next question, Emma.
Oh. What was it like before cars?
Iain, again, your era.
It was really tough before cars because we had to get the bus everywhere, and no one wants to get the bus.
Okay.
Next question, Emma.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, I thought you'd ask him if he knew Jesus.
Oh, for goodness sakes! What is this?
Okay.
Okay, Emma. Well, thank you so much for calling. Did your dad put you up for this?
No.
Unbelievable. I'm being trolled. You're trolling me. You're cyberbullying me.
Yes.
Thanks very much for calling. I hope you fail all your exams.
Okay.
Bye. Bye. But unbelievable. The attitude of kids. That's outrageous. Cheeky mare. Thank you, Emma. By far the best call we've had this week. 03444991000. Late Nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Evening, dear listener. We're having one of those shows. It's been a hectic week, weighed down by the oppressive election that's going on. Boring. And it's heavy, you know, the weather, and you're struggling. So we're just doing we're playing Hangman, we're playing silly games, and you can phone up and talk nonsense. And that's it. That's as complicated as it's getting this evening. We may have, on Monday, Dan Aykroyd on the show. But I'm calling it now, Kath. It ain't gonna happen. I'm calling it now.
Every time I lose hope, another email comes that gives us a little sneeze of it. But I wouldn't be surprised if nothing
The
happened.
latest sneeze is I now have to be loitering by my home phone at, was it 11:45 on Monday morning with my digital recorder ready in case Dan Aykroyd phones me. I mean, how likely? I'd love to speak to Dan Aykroyd. I would be over. At one point, he was coming here. I've got a feeling that that we will not get the confirmazione that we require, and it's a faff, and I don't mind a faff if I know he's definitely going to. I'm going to pick up the phone is going to ring. Must charge the home phone. If the phone is going to ring at 11:45 on Monday, and I pick it up and go, "Hey, this is Dan Aykroyd here. You want to talk about?
You've got to let him talk about his.
You want to talk about Coneheads and my vodka, Conehead vodka, all right, because he's Canadian." And I go, yeah. But I've just got a feeling that I'm going to be sat there, and at 1:30, I'll go to myself, maybe Dan's not calling. And then we'll come in, and 3 days later we'll get an email saying, "Oh, guys, sorry, we just got so busy."
Well, I've just sent him an email.
Right.
And if he flouts this, then he's definitely on the S list.
Okay.
Hi, the name.
Yes.
Can you confirm this is definitely happening ASAP, please? Ian's really keen to speak to Dan, but I fear he might be left sitting by a silent telephone on Monday.
Go. Yeah.
There you go. Now, the ball is in his court.
Here's something. That means Dan Aykroyd knows my home number. I don't even know my home number. I had to look it up. Here we go. Dan! It's not Dan Aykroyd, is it?
Yes, Dan Aykroyd from Outer Ghostbusters.
Hey! Flipping brilliant!
Ask me any questions, Ian. I'm sure I can
Are
answer
you
them.
going to phone me up on Monday at 11:45 like we've arranged with your PR guy?
UK or US time?
UK time, because you're in the UK, Dan.
I'm usually on my lunch break when I'm in the UK, so yeah.
Okay, beautiful. Fine. Well, we'll speak to you on...
Call it 12:15. What should we talk about?
We're going to talk about your vodka?
Right.
Well, and Coneheads.
Right.
And Ghostbusters 2?
Of course, Ghostbusters 2. Remember the slime in it? It was brilliant, wasn't it? I was really good at that film.
Blues Brothers 2000.
Oh.
I like Blues Brothers 2000.
Oh, I'm glad you do. What are you calling in for, Dan?
Marketing.
Yes?
I was talking about it the other day when I was pretending to be your hilarious boss.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, have you heard of I Can't Believe It's Not Butter?
Yes, I have.
The famous butter-like spread?
Yes.
Do you know they've changed its name?
No.
They've changed its name to I Can't Believe It's So Good.
Have they?
And do you know why they've changed its name?
Go on.
Because people didn't know that it could be used just like butter, not just on toast, but in cooking.
Can it? Is every sentence you're saying a lie? Because I'm going to be honest, every sentence, the last 5 sentences, have blown my mind.
This is the strange thing. People have the vote, Ian, but they can't cope with the concept of a butter-like spread that is called I Can't Believe It's Not Butter.
Well, I didn't know that you could cook with I Can't Believe It's Not Butter. I prefer Utterly Butterly.
Oh, you don't want Utterly Butterly. That's a knockoff by St. Ivel.
What is...
St. Ivel is an anagram of St. Evil.
Isn't there a little one that's something like I can't believe this isn't actually it's similar wording, isn't it?
There is one that goes around the internet now and then. It looks like a bit of Chinese branding, which is something like, "Oh yes, this is actually like butter."
Wowzers, those crazy Chinese, as well as stealing my mate Scott's T-shirt designs, they're making hooky butter. Margarine has got plastic in.
It has, but it gives life, like the stalk.
Exactly, thank you very much indeed. I used to take great spoonfuls of Stalk SB, and when I was a kid and eat it. Spoonfuls of Stalk SB. That was, I don't think you can get Stalk anymore, which means I can say with confidence,
You can.
It's a delicious spread. Who advertised Stalk SB?
Don't know.
Leslie Crowther. It was in the 70s. A lot of the 0344 499 1000. A lot of the adverts were challenges. So there was the Pepsi challenge with Joe Brown, and everyone, when you're watching it at home, you're thinking, oh, he's comparing Pepsi with Coca-Cola, but of course they weren't. They were comparing it with like Happy Shopper.
Corona.
No, not Corona, but they're like a cheap brand, cheaper brand. So of course they're going to pick Pepsi Cola, and of course they're only going to show the ones where they pick Pepsi Cola. That's how that's going to work. But there was also the Stalk SB challenge.
What's SB? I don't remember SB.
SB was part of it. Stalk SB, that was his name, Stalk SB. What was the SB on it? I realise I'm talking to an audience who barely know what I'm talking about, but it was Leslie Crowther, and he would stand in supermarkets, and they would do the challenge. He'd have like one bit of bread with something on, and one bit of bread with Stalk SB on.
And he'd do things like, "Hello, madam." It would always be a woman, wouldn't it? That you would talk to?
Oh, yeah, of course, because
they're the ones that buy butter like spread.
We went into a supermarket and they had a woman giving out bits of fruit. So we had some strawberries, just because I fancy some strawberries. And then I felt compelled, as I walked away, and she was going, "You can buy this," and I went, "Oh, it's great. These are really delicious strawberries." But then I felt compelled to buy some strawberries, and I'll be honest, they were a bit ropey.
Oh.
They were a bit tart, actually. So that was a disappointing experience, all in all. Trying to think what other adverts were...
Daz.
Challenges. Oh, the Daz... Yeah, it was, wasn't it? The Daz Challenge. Mm-hmm. Who did it before Danny Baker? Shane Ritchie did it after. Someone did it before Danny Baker. That might have been Leslie Crowther again. It's hard for the kids to remember, but Leslie Crowther was the biggest star on television. Who did his daughter marry?
Alvin Stardust.
No, Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy.
Oh.
Yeah, she married Phil Lynott, as I believe he's supposed to say it. I say Lynott. And then, of course, Leslie Crowther had a horrific car crash in his white Rolls Royce and was unable to work ever again. He got very, very ill as a direct result of that.
Of what?
The car crash.
Oh, right, not Phil Lynott.
No. Well, that was a sad story. He died of a drugs overdose.
Oh, dear.
But no, Leslie Crowther, host of... Let's list the shows that Leslie Crowther presented.
Was it Family Fortune?
No. We're going to play Leslie Crowther Poker.
I don't really remember it very well.
Go first.
I can't.
Go first. You said one.
OK. Family Fortune.
I'm afraid you're out.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. It was The Price is Right.
Correct. You're back in. Whose Baby? Your turn.
I'm out. I was born in 1977.
Doesn't matter. You were still active throughout the 80s. You were alert in the 80s.
I was probably reading books.
You were alive in the 80s. Right. Ed, get the phones, please. You were alert in the 80s. You were sentient.
Well,
you observed things. You knew things. Leslie Crowther, the biggest star in the country at the time.
3, 2, 1. Ted Rogers.
That's Ted Rogers, mate. Ted Rogers. That's who that was.
I don't know.
Saying that, I'm struggling to come up with a third thing that he did. Oh no, he didn't do that.
Did This Is Your Life?
No, I was going to say that, but no, he didn't. That was
Aspel.
That was Aspel. Before that, the Irish fella. Who's
Russell Harty.
No, not Russell Harty. He wasn't Irish.
Eamon Andrews.
I'm Eamon Andrews, and today I'm disguised as a curtain because in a few short moments we're going to have one of the biggest stars in the country. It's going to be walking through these famous cobbled doors, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, here you go, Beth Lynch. Ye have been a famous figure more ways than one on British television for the last 40 years. Well, tonight, Beth Lynch, this is your life.
Oh.
Hugo Peters.
Good evening.
Do you want to play Leslie Crowther Poker with me?
Well, I'll give it a go. Were you allowed introductions tonight?
Yes, because we're short on calls, yes.
Hello, Hugo Peters here, bon vivant, raconteur, homme de monde, boogaloo music aficionado, some may say the Ernest Hemingway of the noughties. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening to Catherine. Good evening to you, Ian.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Leslie Crowther Poker, would you like to go first or second?
Well, I don't know what it is, so you go first. and
Okay.
then I'll,
The Price is Right.
come on down.
No, you then have to say another show that was hosted by...
But he used to say that, though, did he?
Yes, but that's not the game.
Okay, let me go first then.
Okay.
The Price is Right.
Okay. Whose Baby?
Come on down.
No, why do you keep saying come on down?
Because that's one of his catchphrases.
Yes, I know, but that's not the competition.
I don't understand this game.
The game is, you have to say shows that Leslie Crowther hosted.
That he presented.
I'll go first.
Let me go first.
Okay.
The Price is Right.
Whose Baby?
Come on down.
For God's sakes, man.
I don't understand the competition.
The competition? Hang on a second. Ray? Ray?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you explain the very simple rules of Leslie Crowther Poker to Hugo Peters, please?
Oh, no, I don't know this game, you know.
It's Leslie Crowther Poker, Ray.
Yeah.
You two play it. Hugo Peters, you go first, then it's Ray's turn.
Can I go first, Ray?
You go
if
first.
that's okay with you. The Price is Right.
Ray?
Yeah, the Price is Right.
No, Hugo Peters
means
just
I
said
won.
that. No.
Thank you.
No, Hugo just said that, Ray.
Yeah.
So it's your turn now.
I'll do it, play this.
Right, Ray, I'll give you a little nudge. Whose Baby?
Can I go first?
Yes, Hugo Peters.
Whose Baby?
Ray, your turn. Is someone having a wee?
No, I'm filling. I'm drawing a bath. Sorry.
Well.
I'm filling a bath.
Bath.
Sorry, bath.
Ray, your turn.
Oh, I don't know.
Right. Okay. Okay. Shall we make it easier?
Yeah.
Okay, let's make it easier. Let's play Henry Kelly Poker.
This is my game. This is my game.
Ray, you go first.
This is my game.
Oh, what are the rules in the game?
You got to say programs that Henry Kelly hosted.
Henry Kelly.
Hugo, that bath is very noisy, Hugo Peters.
Right, let me turn it down.
Yeah.
That's him. I'm just walking out the room, sorry.
Thank you.
I forgot what he does now.
Henry Kelly.
You go first, Hugo Peters.
Can I go first?
Yes.
Game for a laugh. Sorry, laugh.
Game for a laugh. Ray?
Laugh.
Catchphrase.
Yeah?
Catchphrase.
Catchphrase, no.
It's good, but it's not right.
Hey!
Thank you.
Okay, my turn. Going for gold.
Oh.
That bath is getting louder, Hugo Peters.
That's because I walked back in the room because I was looking for the soap.
Can I have a go? Was it That's Life? Was he in that?
No, you're out.
Oh, good.
So it's just me and Hugo Peters. Hugo, your turn. If you get this right, you win. If you get it wrong, I win.
Okay. Is it your turn?
Your turn?
No, I think it's your turn.
No, because you go after Kath. Kath just went, so it's your turn. That bath is getting noisier again, Hugo Peters.
What about the that game, chum? Did you get that?
No, I did. I missed that. Just try again.
Let's Come on, you know the program.
Did you hear him, Ray?
You said it was going for gold. Was it what was the percentage? What is it? You know the name Bruce Rice, Bruce Forsyth.
Bruce. Oh, all right. I tell you what. Let's play Bruce Forsyth Poker.
Okay.
We're all back in.
Ray, you go first.
Is it who's going first?
The one who's done that Strictly Come Dancing.
Perfect. You got one. There you go. My turn. Bruce Forsyth's Generation Game. Catherine's turn.
Play your cards right.
Hugo Peters.
You don't get anything for a pair in this game.
Hugo Peters. You're back to the catchphrases again.
Well, that's what we agreed that we could have that.
No,
that's a wild card.
No.
Did we not?
Have you got an answer, or are you
Bruce Forsyth's Night at the Palladium?
Perfect.
Great night at the Palladium.
Yes,
we had a good night there.
Absolutely perfect. Ray, your turn.
Oh, I forgot what it was. No, it's that game, that roulette thing that spins.
I'm going to let him have that. That's close enough for me. It's that
Sorry,
game.
what did he say? I couldn't hear that over my bar.
He said it's that game, that roulette thing that he spins. I'm going to let him have that.
He never did that game.
Shut up, man. You calling Ray a liar?
Well, I'm not calling him a liar.
You call him Hugo. You've just called Ray a liar, mate. That's a bit.
I called him a cheat. There's a difference between
This is
the two.
escalating, isn't it?
Ray. Hugo's calling you a cheat and a liar and a womanizer.
No, I'm not a cheat. I couldn't think of the name.
He's not a cheat, Hugo. He couldn't think of the name.
Sorry, Ray. I apologise.
Guys, this is supposed to be a bit of fun.
Come on, guys. It's supposed to be a bit of fun. Calm down, Ray.
I tell you what. Just can we take a break? Just very quickly.
Yes.
Rude ladies, naughty ladies.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. When it fires up. Hang on.
Oh.
I've just walked out of the room with the bath.
Yeah.
Bath.
Bath. Apologies.
Yes.
If you knew Susie like I know Susie, oh, what a girl. There's none so classy as this fair lassie. Oh, my goodness, what a chassis. We went riding, didn't she balk? From the country, I'm the one that had to walk. If you knew Susie like I know Susie, oh, what a girl. There you go. Should we get back to it then?
Thanks very much for calling. Ray?
Yeah?
I'll come back to you after this.
Late Night Iain Lee. Unfiltered night talk with the original king of unconventional conversation on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Okie dokie. Raymondo, what have you got for us, boss?
Oh yeah. I'm actually, what is the question or like a topic?
Say that again, Ray. Is it
a topic or a main question?
We're just kind of sat here chewing the fat tonight.
Oh, are you? Yeah. I was listening to No Tommy Boyd on my radio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought he retired radio.
No, he's been filling in for John Holmes this week.
Yeah, and I thought he retired. Well, he's doing play radio.
Yeah, well, play radio stopped years ago. He did that for a couple of years, then that stopped, and I think he's been kind of doing other things. And I know that he'd been asked to come back here before, and the timing wasn't quite right, and then the timing was quite right. I heard some bits of it. What did you think of it?
I think it was quite good. I think, when he comes up with philosophy, I think it's quite good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. It's been half term, so I wasn't able to listen to it as much as I would like to. I'll use Talk Radio's clunky listen again feature. But the bits I heard, yeah, it was nice to hear him on the radio, wasn't it?
Yeah. So what are you guys doing chewing the fat?
Yeah.
So are you guys talking about?
Ray, are you in the same solar system as your phone?
No, it's just my name, no speaker.
Oh, take it off speaker, man, because the speakers, it sounds all wishy-washy.
Hold on, yeah.
What?
Oh.
That was Ray's real voice. Back to the character. Ray?
Yeah, I think that's on my phone.
There we go, that's better, we can hear you now. Yeah. Tonight we had a busy show last night. Last Friday we had 164 calls. So tonight we're just taking it easy. We're playing. Hey, do you fancy having a go at Hangman?
Yeah, I'll play Hangman.
All right.
Go on, Kath. Tell him what we've got so far.
Blank E, blank blank E, blank blank blank, and no C.
There's no C in it. What letter?
There's no C.
No C. Would you have a guess at a letter, Ray?
I'm going to put A.
A. Is there an A in it, Catherine?
I'm afraid not, Ray.
Ooh.
No A.
Oh.
Yeah,
you're going to draw the head now.
No, do you know what? It's only the upright I've put in. We've got base and upright now.
Can I have a go?
Yeah.
R.
Yes.
Go on.
Blank. E. R. Blank. E.
Yeah.
R.
Ooh.
Blank, blank.
Is it? And it's a posh word, isn't it? Because you're trying to show
Not
off.
really.
Oh. I've got it. I've got what it is.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I do actually.
Flash me it.
No, I'm not going to flash it, mate. I'm not going to do that.
Well, it sounds like boasting.
So, Ray, we just sat here playing Hangman, and just people can call in about what's on their mind. What's on your mind?
Not much, just about the general election that's coming up.
You looking forward to it?
Well, it looks like I'll be voting for Labour. Who are you voting for?
Well, if I were to tell you who I was voting for, I'd get the sack.
Oh, would you?
Yeah. The rules of the radio are, I'm not allowed to express an opinion. I'm not allowed to express a preference. I'm not allowed to do anything like that. Whereas, which is weird. I can kind of get it, but I think it's a bit weird that the newspapers are allowed to tell you who to vote for. But I'm not allowed to sit here and say I'm voting this way or that way.
Well, you'd be voting in your own house.
Well, I'll be voting at the polling booth. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
But so I'll be able to tell the piece of paper, the ballot paper, who I'm voting for, and afterwards I'll be able to tell you who I voted for if I so choose to. But before, I'm not allowed to.
I won't be going for Tories because they want to destroy the NHS.
Well, I know that they would confidently argue otherwise. He said.
Don't think I want our system to be like America.
I quite like America. I think we should all go and live in America. That would be nice.
You reckon?
Yeah. If you could go anywhere in America, Ray, and live there, where would you go?
Do you know Minneapolis?
I don't know. I've heard of it. I don't know it.
Have you not heard of Minneapolis?
No. Again, I've heard of it. I don't know it.
Oh yeah. Where would you go?
I'd go to San Francisco, actually, because I like San Francisco. Very hilly.
Oh, yeah.
I quite fancy Boston. Boston's cool.
Boston?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Good band. Well, right, listen, I'm glad we've sorted that out. We're being a little bit vague about the election, because them's the rules. Them's the rules, guys. 0344 499 1000. I'd say a slightly lacklustre show this evening.
So far.
But I don't have a problem with that. Sometimes they can't all be home runs. It's like the fourth Ray of the night.
Too many Rays.
Too many Rays spoil the broth. Good evening, Ray.
Good evening. I can't believe how many Rays there are. Can you hear me tonight?
Oh, it's muffled, Ray.
Don't you dare. You can't not hear me.
But what have you got? Is your phone in a sock?
Why can you never hear me?
Are you made out of fuzzy felt?
What is... All right, I'm not... Honestly, Ray, do you listen back to your phone calls?
No.
Well, you should do. Because, right, normally, you sound like this. No, it sounds like that, and I can't hear you. And every now and then it'll go like this, and you go, yeah, that's it, and go, I'm not moving. Now, tonight...
Everyone else can hear me except you guys.
Now, tonight, it sounds like this, and can you hear me, Ian? It's like that. What are you doing?
Unbelievable, I don't know, but I do know the word in your Hangman game.
You reckon?
I've got it, go on.
Well, I know, because I know how Kath thinks.
Yeah, of course
and she uses this word a lot on air.
Go on.
Right, is there a P Pepper?
Yes.
Yeah.
And is there by any chance a V Victor?
Yes.
What do I need to say anymore?
Say it for the hard of spelling.
T Tango?
Yes.
And S Sierra?
Yes, the word was perverts.
Outrageous.
It is outrageous.
Well, do you want to know my train of thought? I was thinking, what on earth can I put that's not a swear? And then I thought, people started talking about baths, and then I thought about a certain call I'd had earlier in the week. And then I just thought perverts.
And you win a pair of Catherine's soiled...
Oh, damn, that's horrible.
I never got that right. And I get a lot
I've
of
had offers
fetishes.
for that.
For your knickers. You
Uh-huh.
use knickers.
Yeah.
Why? And I know that a lot of women make a lot of money from selling worn knickers. Why would you want...
Men are animals.
It is outrageous. Outrageous.
Catherine, you're a lovely girl, but you can keep your knickers.
I know. Well, the whole thing is, right, when you want to keep some of your mystique, you want people not to think that your knickers stink.
Ray,
Why on earth would you send them the proof?
Ray, I'm going to have to ban you, mate, because you and I know you've been banned before and somehow you slipped through the net. You've been banned because of Bono, but you've actually morally offended me. You've offended my colleague, Catherine, and I think you've offended all of womankind, Ray. So I'm really sorry, but you've started talking about buying soiled knickers online. I'm sorry, Ray. We're going to have to let you go, mate. That's out of order. Thank you very much for calling.
You know he's a former policeman as well.
Well, I think we know why he's a former. Can I just say, right? There's a bloke called Lee Martin listening to us, right? He's a librarian in America, right? Look at at the view from where he's listening to us. Doesn't that look idyllic?
Oh, yeah.
He's user ex-librarian. Right, nice to have you on board, Lee. Thank you, mate. I don't know where that is, but he says, sitting here in America, nice and vague, doesn't want to give out any specifics, having a cocktail, listening to Iain Lee, recently discovered the show. Well, he's a librarian and he's put the wrong "your," but so great distraction from
You
our
sure he's not Liberian?
Maybe he is. But that view is I'll try and describe it, right? There's a white picket fence, there's an old-fashioned lamppost, there's some trees in the distance. The nearest house, it looks like, is I don't know, half a mile away. And a beautiful sky, blue sky with half a dozen clouds. I'm going to retweet that, but that looks perfect. Doesn't that look perfect? And I've got a nice house, you've got a nice house, and we live in nice areas, and, you know, there are nice... But that looks absolutely perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't think of anywhere better. Wonderful. Lee, I'm glad you found us, mate. Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000, late nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
And in the last 3 weeks, it's round about now, between now and 12:15, I start getting very tired, very yawny. Busy weekend this weekend, so I've got Virgin Radio tomorrow between 4 and 7. I'll bring a book this week. I'll bring a book because there's a lot of sitting around.
Colouring.
I might do. I'll stream it on Periscope if you want to watch me reading a book and talking twice every hour. For those asking, I don't choose the music. Oh, I've got to record a show next week. Actually, I must remember to email the person to sort that out, where I do get to choose some of the music. But I don't choose the music tomorrow. But you're welcome to phone in. But I will not be assuming that people will phone in. I tried to assume that I assumed last week that people would phone in, and all we got was Pat and a bloke who wanted to argue about the Beatles. He was wrong. What's your favourite Sgt. Pepper track? There's two of them. It's Strawberry Fields Forever and Penny Lane. They're not on Sgt. Pepper, but they were recorded at the Sgt. Pepper sessions, but they're not on the album because EMI wanted a single, and so they gave them those two. Yeah, but they're my favourite. You don't like it when you're wrong, do you, Iain?
Gosh.
I don't, but I'm not wrong on this. But I was being a nice DJ, so I laughed. I went, well, I'm not, but anyway, great you've called him. And there was Pat. And then there was a guy who said, this is the first time I've ever listened to you. I heard the Adam Buxton podcast and I'm listening to you and I'm really enjoying it. I went, oh, great. Do you think you'll listen to my show on Talk Radio weeknights from 10? Nah. That was his response. He didn't mean it in a rude way. He said, nah. Like that. So it was brilliant. So you are welcome to call in, but, I'm not expecting people to call in, so I shall come in early, I shall go through the newspapers, I shall find some odd and interesting stories.
Just a couple
per hour, and then we'll do that. And then in the evening, I'm off to see Robert Lepage, who is a Canadian actor-director who's quite... I vaguely remembered reading about Robert Lepage when I was at college. I think he does these big... these shows are quite... I remember he was opening a show at Edinburgh one year, and we had tickets for it, and then we couldn't go because, like, the first week was cancelled because the set was so big and it was just malfunctioning. He has these big, intricate sets, and I think in this one it's the set is a giant doll's house that is an exact replica of the block of flats he used to live in. Or speaking of, you've never seen I need to run up to this, Schenectady, New York.
Schenectady.
That's why I can never say it. Have you never seen it, have you?
No.
Mate, it's insane. Philip Seymour Hoffman, and he's this director who's quite unsuccessful, but then he gets a commission to make a film about his life. So he employs someone who looks a bit like him to recreate scenes of his life. And in this film that he's making, the guy gets a commission to make a film about his life. So the guy who's playing him gets an actor who looks a bit like him and films him making his life. And in that film, the guy gets a commission to make a film about his life. And it goes on, and it keeps going back and back until he's built this entire he's built this city almost. It's a replica of the city, and he's filming all of each one is filming, and it's insane. I love films like that where I don't really. I've got it on DVD somewhere. I must dig that out.
Like, that sounds like, well, a similar mind blower to like being John Malkovich.
Yeah. But it's slower and drier.
Oh man!
I remember being a little bit disappointed by being John Malkovich.
I don't know what I didn't expect anything, so I quite liked it.
But I do like films. I'm a big Dennis and G. I'll come to the bit. I'm a big fan of films where I don't really know what's going on. I like that. Sometimes it's because they're just bad films and they've not been made. But sometimes it's because I sit there and go, "Oh, this film's so deep and I don't understand it. Wonderful. I love it. But Schenectady, New York is a stunning film.
There's one that overdid that for me.
Go on.
Donnie Darko. I didn't get that.
Oh, I love that.
Didn't get it.
Well, no, I didn't, but I loved it. I thought it was beautifully done. I thought Swayze was brilliant. I thought Gyllenhaal was great. The theory I read was, there's two theories. It's either time travel, but it's not. The theory I read was that the whole film happens in that second that he realises he's going to be crushed by the engine that falls on his bedroom.
Oh.
So
right.
it's like, that's like he has this whole fantasy before he dies.
It's maybe one I've got to watch again, because I was probably only about 22 when I watched that.
Yeah.
I knew nothing.
Oh, it's good, that. Hey, we'll have a look, see what films are on in America when we're over there. I love. Do they still do that? Release films in America like a month before they get over here?
I don't think it's that much of a time delay anymore, but I may be wrong.
Dennis! Oh, Dennis may have died. I may be getting my 30 quid. Dennis?
Good evening.
Balls.
There he is.
I'm ringing up to find if you're still alive.
Just about, mate.
Well, where's my £30?
I sent a cheque. Hey, I tell you what. You feeling lucky?
Why?
Do you want to go double or quits?
No, I want to get the 30 quid.
Double or quits?
Myself, I want to give it to charity.
Double or quits? Don't forget about charity. The loads of people give to it. They've got plenty. Double or quits? You don't make, was it 93 next year?
I'm halfway there now.
Okay, 93. If you make 93 next year, I'll give you a ton. How about that?
Oh, that's. I'll tell you what, you kick the bucket before I will.
Is that a threat, mate? Because if it is, I'm going to pass that on to the authorities.
Yeah, well, I'm not threatening you.
It sounds like a threat. I feel threatened.
No, I shouldn't if I was you.
No, I feel...
I just rang up to make sure you were still alive.
I'm still alive, Dennis.
Well, I've had different people on yours.
Do you want to do it double or quits next year?
Yeah, double or quits, why not?
All right, Dennis, see you later, sucker. Absolute sucker. He should have said, no, I demand the 30 quid. I'd have had to have given it to him. He can't now. If he phones up on Monday and says, I demand the 30 quid. I'm sorry, mate, you went for double or quits. Muppet. G.
Hip, hip, hip.
Hip, 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 G.
I originally rang in to scream pervert
Perverts,
at
yes.
Catherine.
Yes. Yep.
However,
yes.
I would just like to say Henry Kelly hosted TV AM and After Dark.
Thank you. Exactly. That game could have gone a lot longer, G, if I hadn't been playing with amateurs.
You're calling me an amateur?
No, I'm talking to the other people, you muppet.
Oh, that's okay then. I love being a muppet. Can I be animal?
Yes.
Animal.
Thank you very much indeed. And now someone is arguing that Leslie Crowther didn't host Who's Baby. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Don't argue with me, Raymondo. He totally did.
That's muffled, Ray. He's just bitter.
Yeah, absolutely bitter. Miss Messed Up is saying there's no way this is lacklustre. Yeah, I would say it is tonight. Don't know what's going on here. Hey, Craig Bierko tweeted me. Hey, Craig. I like Craig. He's nice. He's Craig Bierko is like an actor.
He's been in Sex and the City.
He has. He's done some wonderful things. He's been in some wonderful movies and some wonderful TV series. We message each other from time to time and email each other even more infrequently because he's a huge Monkees fan, like proper, full on. He's up there with me. He's even re-edited their movie Head. In fact, I must ask him to send me that. Can you talk for a minute while I tweet?
Okay. So I'm having a look. I've been having a look to see what films that are on in America, and it seems like pretty much what's on here. So Wonder Woman, Pirates of the Caribbean. There's a thing called Gifted, and I saw trailer for that when we went to see Wonder Woman, and I wasn't that thrilled by it. Someone raising a gifted child. I mean, obviously, I'll speak to my parents about that, and we could get a first-hand account. But apparently, the dramatisation's quite good. But I don't think you're into that kind of film, are you?
I finished now. Pat.
Hi.
Hey, Pat.
Hi, Ian. Hi, Kath.
Hello.
Hi. How are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if I could have your help, you two.
Of course.
Basically, my sister Ted has gone out for the night.
Yes.
And we usually put Mum to bed together, or she usually rings me to make sure I do everything right.
Yes.
But I'm on my own, and my sister Ted is over at Dean Gaffney's house.
Well, does Dean Gaffney know that Ted's there?
No.
Oh.
Oh dear.
And it's just outside, and so basically she often rings me just to go through it, and I'm just wondering whether you just stay on the phone and make sure I just get Mum from the bathroom into the bedroom.
Okie doke.
Is that okay?
Yep.
Oh, don't worry, it's nothing sordid or anything.
No.
Hang on, I'm just gonna. She's not with it. I've had to put like 6 diazepam in her ragu. Hello, Mum. Hang on. Oh, Mum, that's not the toothbrush.
Oh.
Hang on. Sorry, it won't take long. I'm just.
Let me play some music behind, because this is torturous.
Okay, hang on. I've got to. You don't hang up now, will you?
No. Gosh, no. I wouldn't dream of it.
It's quite comforting to know that there's people here.
Of course.
Well, she's 18 stone.
Yeah, oh blimey.
Hang on, Mum. Hang on. She doesn't make this easy, Ian.
No, of course not. Well, she must be a dead weight if she's had 6 diazepam in her ragu.
Hang on. I've got you onto the bed.
Great.
Hang on. Do you know, Mum? I'm sorry. Is this painful for you, Ian?
You're quite painful, yes.
She likes to hear a little song when we're on the bed together before she goes to sleep.
Oh God. Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Hang on. I'm just taking off her stockings.
You're listening to.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Someone needs to have a word with that, I think. Dear listener, we have another hour of this lacklustre effort. I'd give us a C. If I was listening, I'd give us a C-, which is fair enough, you know.
It's not quite past, though, is it?
No. Well, maybe we'll have another game of Hangman if you want to call in with that, or anything. It's just it's so hot and oppressive out there. We need a good, old-fashioned thunderstorm. Not when I'm driving up to Birmingham on Sunday, please. That would be an absolute nightmare. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. We're talking Ray Parlour games. We're talking nonsense. You can call in about absolutely anything you want. I mean, we can talk about the election, but everybody else is talking about the election, and I always get a little bit uncomfortable in case we break the rules. So I would suggest we don't talk about that, but anything else you fancy. 0344 499 1000. You're listening to Late Nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, it's where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's old style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just a tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I wanna go home. Until tomorrow I'm thinking of home.
Ba-dum-ba-doo. Yeah. Alan. Alan.
Whoa.
Yep.
It is Alan, isn't it?
We've all done that before.
Oh my God, you two, how are you?
Oh my God, I can't believe it. I've never been this far away before.
How are you, Ian?
I am tired. I'm irritable. I'm wearing shorts, so I feel silly. I've got a busy weekend with no rest, but God damn it, I wouldn't have it any other way, Alan.
That's fantastic, mate. I've got a busy weekend myself as well.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm actually going to the concert on Sunday with my daughter and my little nephew.
Oh, hang on, which concert?
Yeah, the one for the Manchester.
Hey, is it this Sunday?
Yeah, the One Love concert.
Oh, I thought it was the week after. Flipping it, they've turned that around quick, Alan.
They have, yeah, mate. But I'm phoning up about the scumbags what have been trying to sell the tickets.
Oh, I saw this. There's people selling it, as there always are, for all concerts. I don't know why we should be surprised. But they're selling it online for an absolute fortune.
I know, Ian. I mean, it took me about 20 minutes, near enough. I mean, they were all sold out. I just about got my ticket.
How much are they selling for?
£40 a ticket.
Hey, that's good for that
But did you know that everyone that was there at the original night get it free?
Yeah, but then did you know that loads of people have been pretending that they were original
no.
to try and get it free? Isn't that outrageous? I mean, 40 quid for 40 quid a ticket
for that lineup is great.
For any lineup these days is great, but for that lineup is outstanding.
I'd have paid £100 a ticket.
Yeah, I know, and then it will still have been a bargain. There's everybody. Yeah. There's Bieber, there's Ariana Grande, there's Katy Perry, there's Coldplay. Admittedly, take that have muscled their way
Black
in there.
Eyed Peas.
And Robbie Williams.
The Black Eyed Peas sans Fergie. That ain't no Black Eyed Peas as far. I know there were the Black Eyed Peas before Fergie joined and wet herself on stage, but that ain't no Black Eyed Peas if Fergie ain't there with her beautiful, beautiful lady humps.
Yeah, and Little Mix as well.
Oh, I like Little Mix.
I like Little Mix. I wish they'd wear more clothes, but I like Little Mix.
So you like Robbie Williams, do you? Is that because is he Stokey like you?
Well, Robbie's a mate of mine, actually, because we used to meet at Sinbad's Kebab Shop, yeah.
Wow.
Hang on a minute. Robbie Williams is a mate of yours?
He is, yeah. I worked with his dad. I'm a DJ myself, you see.
Yeah.
And I worked with his dad. He's a compere, his dad was. And I know Robbie because we used to meet at the Sinbad's Kebab Shop.
Sweet.
Hang on, what was the name of the kebab shop? Sinbad's?
Sinbad's. It isn't there no more, but it used to be fantastic. The best kebab shop around.
Mate, absolutely fantastic. I'm not Robbie Williams, but I've got a lot of respect for Robbie Williams.
I've seen him a couple of times in concert, right? And when he's on form, he's absolutely belting. I also saw him during the kind of sad years when he couldn't be bothered and he sat down a lot and put his microphone out.
Yeah.
But when he's on form, I mean, I've never seen a showman like it. He gets the place bouncing.
Hey, Alan, could you do us a favour?
Yeah, go on.
Could you get Robbie Williams on the show as a guest one night, mate? Cheers.
I'll try my best, my friend.
Hey, listen, so remind me who you're taking to the concert.
I'm taking my daughter, which she doesn't even know, and my nephew who's disabled.
That is good dadding. Can I ask you, let me just ask you one downer question, then we'll get on to the upbeat questions again. Are you in any way concerned about security after what happened the other day?
Yeah, I am really, but at the end of the day, life's life.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I live life day by day.
Yeah.
You know,
I imagine as well that their concerts have been happening up and down the country since then, and I imagine there will not be a safer place to be in the United Kingdom on that day than at that cricket ground. They're going to be, you know, there's going to be swarming with security, which can only be a good thing.
Well, that's it, mate. Yeah, I'm glad that it's going to be all secured and everything.
Hey, Alan, give us a call next week and let us know how it goes. Yeah,
I will do. You take care of yourself.
Cheers, my dears. Ta-ta. Thank you, mate. I like that call. I like that call for two reasons. One, because it's a happy story, and his daughter and his nephew are going to have I think it was his nephew going to have a fantastic time. Two, he was just phoning to show off, and I've got a problem with
Fair
that.
dues, I think.
Just phoning to show off. A, that he's going to the concert. B, he's friends with Robbie Williams. Used to meet him at Sinbad's. And he's promised us, guys, there's more chance of us getting Robbie Williams on the show than there is of getting Dan Aykroyd on the show. I'll tell you that. From that brief conversation, there's more chance of that than there is of having Aykroyd on the show. I've just ordered Schenectady, New York, and then it's come up again, related to items you viewed, 3D printer.
Stop it. It's because it knows it's hooked itself one.
There's one for 220, but then there's one for 299, so that one's got to be better.
Right, can I make a suggestion?
Yes, you can, mate. If it is by a 3D printer, then I'm up for that.
It is if you still want it in 3 days' time.
Okay, well, I wanted it...
No, think about it for 3 days. So by Tuesday, you can have it ordered if you still want it by then.
Yeah.
Don't buy it before.
God, I'm just buying crap now. Here we go. Look.
Yeah, so stop.
Hang on. No. And now there's a book by Judd Apatow, Sick in the Head, Judd Apatow, Conversations About Life and Comedy. I'd probably like that.
Yeah, you probably would. When you've got through your 30 books, then maybe you can buy yourself one.
OK, mate. Well, that's... I don't like your attitude.
Well, it's your birthday coming up. You don't know what's been bought.
Well, what has been bought? Have you bought me Sick in the Head, Conversations About Life and Comedy by Judd Apatow?
I might have.
Have you bought me a 3D printer?
Definitely not.
Right, you see? This is what I've got to deal with. This is Broken Britain right here. If you're watching on Periscope, I am pointing to Broken Britain. She's the reason that... You look tiny on Periscope. You look
slouching.
And that's you standing up as well on tippy toes, so you can get in the shot. I like Little Mix, but I just wish they'd put clothes on. I really do. I think they're better than that. I think they're better than that. I mean, I like that. I mean, I like looking at them when they're wearing their leather pants and all of that. But then I think, they're like kids, and I'm an old man. They should be wearing trousers. They look mate, if
also,
who
are they appealing to? Little girls.
Yeah.
So why are they doing that?
Yeah. If they were all like smart trouser suits, came out singing "One Love." I don't know what their songs are. This one goes out for my ex-boyfriend. That's
that
nice.
One, yeah.
But I don't... And there's one where they're walking down the street and then there's other women behind them and they're sort of high-fiving and having a great time and they dance.
Good.
That is a good one.
I think they could wear more clothes and still be attractive.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. Even more attractive, actually.
Don't really need to see that much gusset.
No, I don't need to see it. Honestly, and I know that I'm not even a dad of girls, so it's not. I just think I think it's inappropriate, and I think they're so much more talented than that. I really do. And so my plan is to kidnap them, tie them up. Bundle them in the back of a van, drive them to an abandoned cottage in the country.
And forcibly dress them.
Forcibly dress those young ladies and then get them to stand in front of a mirror.
Say, isn't that cardigan better?
And perform for me.
Oh.
Perform a concert for me.
OK, now that's gone.
In fully clothed.
Are you all right? Are you all right, hon?
Yeah, I'm all right. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Late Nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. Iain Lee.
On air and off the leash.
On Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Oh! Take that call! See who's calling in now. Dear listener. We're going to have a full house of radio legends. Roy Barraclough died.
Oh, shame.
Well, very old.
I did like Alec Gilroy.
Yeah,
I liked funny.
I liked Alec Gilroy. It was when Coronation Street was proper funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny anymore. We watch it from time to time here. It's too dry. It's too dry and rapey.
Yeah, Bette Lynch, I thought, didn't realise she was acting a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Julie Goodyear. I read, oh my goodness, if you want a laugh, I'll tell you what I can get you for your birthday. Julie Goodyear's autobiography. Oh my God, it's so funny. She thinks,
I'm all right, thanks.
in that book,
Yeah.
she thinks she's Diana Dawes or something.
Yeah, I think I might have read it. I've met her.
Hilarious.
I've met her on Big Brother a few times, and she was exactly as you would imagine. Speaking of exactly as you would imagine,
They called me back.
yeah, we've called you back, Nigel. Hello, Nigel.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
I'm all the better. Someone sent me a video of you today.
Did they? Which one was that?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Oh,
Was it one of him pumping off?
is it one? Was it a tribute one?
You had well in the picture, the still from it. You had a bicycle helmet on.
Yeah, I think it might be the one I did today. The tribute, the Manchester tribute one for the concert.
Ooh, I tell you, well, it may well have been. Well, in that case, don't spoil it for everyone by singing that tonight. I'll have a look at it online.
I was hoping someone might send it to the concert. Maybe they could put it on a big screen or something.
It's unlikely. I mean, they've got. I'm
They're
surprised.
quite full up, aren't they?
I'm surprised that Bieber or Coldplay haven't pounced on it and said, "Yeah, we'll do that." That's my impression of Chris Martin. Yeah, we'll do that. But it's unlikely, Nigel. It's unlikely. I've not listened to it, but I imagine it's probably quite offensive.
A tight schedule and all.
Yeah, very tight. I mean, they've turned that concert around next to nothing.
But someone told me they got a 15-minute interval where I could have filled in with a couple of songs.
Well, I think someone was winding you up, Nigel, but you don't hear me when I say that, so
I understand, but some people are enthusiastic and like to cheer me up as well sometimes.
Well, and lie to you blatantly. What have you been up to, Nigel? You've not spoken to us for a while.
I cycled 40 miles today in the heat, and I went to Leeds Castle. Have you been there?
Yeah, it's not in Leeds, is it? It's in Kent.
No, it's in Kent. It's a lovely place.
Yep.
It was a nice day for it. I had some ice cream and a cup of tea.
Why is Leeds Castle in Kent? There's a reason for it, isn't there?
Well, there's more room for it. It's countryside.
Yeah, more room for it than in Leeds. Yeah, Leeds is a built-up city.
Yeah,
you can't build a castle there, can you?
It's a massive place, isn't it, with the gardens as well?
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, what's his name now? Oh, crikey.
Go on.
I've forgotten his name. The singer, Elton John did a concert there.
Yep. He's good, Elton John. I saw Elton John the other day.
I flew over the castle in an aeroplane with my first flying lesson as well.
Whoa, hey, hang on a second. What now?
Well, this was about 10 years ago now. I had a flying lesson. I thought I'd try flying a Cessna plane, the small ones.
They let people like you fly aeroplanes?
Yeah. Well, I had a man next to me, and when I got nervous, I touched his leg because I thought I was going to fall out the door.
Yeah, you misunderstood the term cockpit.
Yeah.
You grabbed the wrong joystick, and he didn't tell you for 20 minutes. Yes, Nigel?
There's not much width in a small plane. It's even smaller than a car.
You have to sit on his lap, don't you?
Almost,
That's what they tell you.
So anyway, I turned my neck to the left. I looked down, and we went round Leeds Castle, and then went back to the aerodrome.
What's
a short journey.
What's a strange phrase? I turned my neck to the left.
Then I got a stiff neck.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it was just your neck that was stiff. Now, Nigel, are you going to sing a song for us tonight? And as much as I'd love to hear your song about Manchester, it's probably inappropriate.
The tribute one.
No,
Well, it's on video. It's on the internet. Because it's on the internet, you don't want me to do it then.
I would absolutely love to hear your Manchester tribute song, but I've got you know what some people are like. They might.
I could do you Nigel's Time, which was written for me, which hasn't been done for a while.
Nigel's Time.
Yeah, it was a song written, and it came out on. It was published. It came out a long time, about 10 years. No, 6 years ago.
I think I might have heard the cover version by Chico.
But it was a record contract I had where they came to my house and recorded it, and then went back to a studio from there on. So.
Okay, well let's hear It's Nigel's Time.
Yeah. Okay. It'd be better with a backing. I'll try and do it without a backing. Okay.
Yeah. God, they're all...
Tuning in, calling up, talking to the nation. Sing a song, melody for your adoration. Late night phone-ins, I'm keeping you awake. It's our time to shine. Up all night, it's entertainment time. It's our time to sing another line. Oh, it's Nigel's time.
Thanks, Nigel!
Thank you.
Tatty bye. They're all coming out of the woodwork now. It's David Babcock. Oh, you okay?
It's Party Central.
Are you singing Nigel's song, Party Central?
Party Central, I've had a little drink in.
Oh, no! It looks like you've been possessed by the spirits.
The spirit of Captain Morgan.
David Babcock, of course, is our resident ghost hunter. And drunk. Yes, Babcock.
Babcock.
Okay. Why have you been drinking tonight? What's wrong?
I tell you who makes me laugh.
Who makes you laugh?
Derek Bloody-Acora.
Sorry?
Derek Bloody-Acora.
Why does Derek Bloody-Acora make you laugh?
Because he reckons he's got that Sam with him, doesn't he?
Yeah, Sam, the Native American, or we used to call them Red Indians.
Yes, well, it's all a big charade.
What are you talking about?
It's all a big charade. And I'll tell you who else makes me laugh.
Huh?
Jimmy Tarbuck.
He's a very funny man. Very funny man.
Johnny Vaughan.
Well.
Why? The phone... Sorry, David. The phone-in isn't who makes you laugh. Although that's a great phone-in. But I just wondered why... Are you lonely?
Bobby Davro.
Are you lonely?
Yes.
You're lonely?
Yes.
Yeah?
That's why I've rang in.
Okay. Have you made any ghost hunting videos recently?
No, my camera's broke. So, someone buy me a camera.
Well, because I'm still waiting for a short video to put on
I'll pay them.
YouTube channel. Hello?
Sorry, I lost you there, Ian. Sorry.
Okay. So what happened to your camera?
Well, I won't explain what was happening at the time, but I dropped it in the toilet.
Okay, it's unfortunate, isn't it? That really Did you put it in rice? I don't know if that works with cameras. It works with phones.
Worth a try, isn't it? It's always worth a try.
The rice absorbs the feces.
No, I didn't think to try that.
Why were you filming yourself on the toilet?
Well, it was Tommy Cooper. He makes me laugh.
Okay. Can I make a suggestion, David?
Go on.
I think it's probably bedtime, mate, isn't it?
Great show.
Good night, mate.
Night.
Okay. God, that was sad, wasn't that? That was pathetic.
Yeah.
Once.
I can still hear you.
Okay, no.
Nice to hear from you.
No, night, David.
Bye.
Go to bed now, love. Take care.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Or any succubi.
That was pathetic, wasn't it?
Ridiculous.
Great.
Feel on the line.
Hey, he's gone. Why can we not cut him off? Why is this not cutting him off?
I'll tell you why you can't cut me off, Ian. I'm in your head, aren't I?
No, you're on. Oh, I hadn't pressed the button. That was it. He's gone. That was it. I've forgotten to press the button that cuts him off. That's sad, isn't it? A once great, lunatic, absolute loony, as we used to call them in the old days. Brought to his knees by his perversions of filming himself abluting and alcohol.
Oh.
He's got his demons, and they're certainly not ghost demons.
No, spirits.
Yes, I did that joke. You may remember I did that straight away.
Spirits.
Elliot! No, Ben! My screen's gone funny. Ben!
Hello, Ian. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Ben. How are you?
I'm all right. I just wanted to say a shout-out to David. He sounded like he was having a good night.
Good night or a bad night. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, well, we're there for you, David, and we feel better for what happened with his phone. That sounds like a bad incident.
Yeah.
And also that Nigel as well. It sounded like a fun plane journey. Whatever happened on that.
Can you imagine they let Nigel fly an aeroplane? We were all what else is going up in the skies right now?
You don't want to open that drawer, do you?
Not at all.
Let's not go there.
It's terrifying.
How are you doing, though, Ian? You're right.
I'm hot.
I always feel that you speak to a lot of people, and I feel like people need to speak to you as well. So how are you doing? Have you got anything you want to speak about?
Do you know what? No, I'm really tired tonight. I'm really hot and sweaty. I'm looking forward to getting home.
You get home and get into that bed.
Thank you, mate. I might sleep outside of the bed covers tonight because it's so hot.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's next level.
That
It is a step too far, isn't it?
I don't know if I was ready for this call. I don't know if I can stay on the line.
What are you up to, Ben? What's your weekend, Ben?
I'll be honest with you. So I've had a little bit of a drink tonight. I finished uni. It was my last day today.
Congratulations. How do you
I was
feel?
with my housemates and I was drinking a bit and things escalated and basically I've ended up coming out in flip-flop shorts and a T-shirt.
Good for you, mate.
Yeah, exactly. I like flip-flops. There's nothing wrong with them.
No.
You know, but I go to the club, I'm in the queue, the bouncer says, sorry, mate, not tonight.
You tried to get into a club in flip-flops?
Ah.
Wowzers.
Of course.
Bold move.
No, but I have to. That's the thing. It's not like it was voluntarily like, yeah, I'm going to wear flip-flops tonight.
No.
My mates were like, come on, you got to do it now, because I lost a bet, so I had to do it. I don't know what to do. I just wanted to ask you why. I don't know why you can't wear flip-flops in the club. It's not like it. Is it disrespecting anyone? I don't know.
I would imagine because it would be easier to take them off and use them as a weapon.
No, they're very.
Ben, what are you doing? Are you falling down a mountain?
Oh, it's a bit windy.
A little bit windy, Pops.
I think it's that same sort of dress code thing that meant that until recently, in the last 20 years, you weren't allowed to go in wearing trainers. Trainers were the thing
You're still not allowed to wear trainers, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, that is disgusting.
But then where do you categorise flip-flops? Are flip-flops better than trainers?
No, they're sub-trainers. They're more casual than trainers.
Flip-flop is just a little bit of foam with a tiny little bit of plastic.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The only bad thing about flip-flops is that it's costly to me because my feet are going to get dirty.
You're going to end up treading on people. You're going to end up treading on people's flob and spilt booze.
And girls in high heels are going to stand on your feet.
That's on my head, though. That's on my head. That's not on them. If people come into the club and see me in flip-flops, they'll think, what is this place? This is a free place. People can do what they want here. I don't know why they got a problem with it.
Just go home and play PlayStation, mate.
Oh, no, I can't be doing that.
Hang on a minute. Last day of uni?
Yeah.
Well, how long were you there for?
3 years.
6 years. I still have nightmares about university coming to an end because it was I found it so upsetting.
Oh, Ian, you're in my head at the moment because that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel it's a mixture of anything could happen now. That's it.
Yeah, and literally anything can happen. But it's the end of a 3-year, very protective community, and a lot of those people,
and it's organised for you. You know what you're doing. Every day you wake up, you think, I know what I'm doing.
And a lot of those people,
I don't know.
A lot of those people that you're saying we're still going to be friends, we'll still keep in touch. You will do for 3 months, 6 months. You won't be in 2 years.
Is that another dig at Elliot, Ian? Is that stuff with dig at Elliot?
No, but you won't, honestly. So many people I see regularly from uni. 2 people.
Oh.
Yeah, I've got about 1.
That's kind of. I was having a good night, and then you just sprung that on me, Ian.
Mate, I can only be honest with you.
I respect it. You're a realist. You put it out there. What is what it is. So fair play. Maybe I can meet up with Nigel and get a ride on his plane or something. I don't know.
Ben, have a good night, mate. Enjoy it. Thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000. Pablo, stay there. Come to you after this.
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
Made the mistake of. So I had the full day with the boys, dropped them off at their grandparents, sat there for a little bit, and then I said, I'm going to go and get ready for work. This was got back to the house at about 10 to 5, and I thought, I'm just going to lie down for 10 minutes. A little 10-minute lie down. I meditated, and then suddenly it was 6:30, and I could have slept all the way through the night. Honestly, it was one of those ones where if I'd have put my head back down, that would have been it until about 3 o'clock in the morning. But I had to get out. It was horrible. I was going to have a shower, but of course the shower was full of mud because the boys had been in there. Yes, Pablo.
Hip, hip, hip.
Hip, hip, hip.
A luxury is what you just described.
What?
Sleep.
Sleeping. Being able to sleep for that long without disturbance. That's That's unheard of. I don't understand. I can't comprehend that in my adult mind.
Well, my boys will be sleeping at their grandparents' this evening, so I shall go home, I shall pop a pill and listen to some rave music. No, different kind of pill. I shall be fast asleep, then I shall get up and probably come straight back to work.
Well, I'm in much the same situation. Like, we've had the kids away today. We had a brief exchange and a handover on to other grandparents, so we could have a night out in the Newcastles. But I've got a perfect example of the North-South divide.
Yes.
I used Uber for the first time tonight.
Oh, yeah, go on. What did you make of the controversial mode of transport known as the Uber?
Well, Saeed, who was my driver, was such a lovely guy. He was really nice, like chatty.
Yeah. Oh.
Like not like on a sycophantic level. He would tell me about his problems. I was giving him some of mine.
Hang on a minute. This was a cab driver telling you about his problems?
Well, no, because he's been a taxi driver and he's moved into being a Uber driver.
I'd have. Well, that for me, he's going to get a 3-star rating. I don't want to know about that.
Don't want your life story.
No, mate, just drive me, buddy.
I will say, not to knock him, but he did have the old business cards on the dashboard.
Oh, private hire.
Well, no, the official taxi company he was previously with, but he said, "Oh no, I'm gonna have to take them down."
Do you want one before I throw them out?
Well, apparently he's not with that company anymore.
Okay.
But,
okay. It feels to me, right, like the show is just winding down. You sound tired, Pablo. Sound like you've had a good night.
I've had a few drinks.
Beautiful.
It's been a good time.
Everyone's a bit tipsy tonight. I'm tired. I want to get home. You want to get home. Maybe we should just go home and just forget the... Let's be honest. I mean, the figures for Friday were never good. The last 25 minutes, no one's actually listening. Let's just go home.
Well, why don't we take a leaf out of somebody who uses a triple barrel for a name, and we'll go for some hard facts politics?
He's talking about Julia Hartley-Brewer.
Oh, is he?
I'm not. How dare you?
I really want to hear Nigel's song about Manchester. I won't play it on the air, because I can imagine it would be the most inappropriate thing that we've ever heard. But good for him for, trying to promote himself in the midst of one of the most atrocious attacks taking place on the land in this country. I mean, it really is. I was hoping they'd play it at the concert. Okay.
Someone's been telling him.
Someone's been...
again.
Well, I know he doesn't listen to me when I point out that... Anyway, why would he listen to me? Pablo, what you got this weekend?
Not much, I think. Just a bit of a slow... I'm still on my parental leave. I'm 2 weeks into my 3-month parental leave.
And you're bored?
So well, not bored, to be honest. We planned it better with this one because the missus is a teacher.
Yeah.
So she's off this week. She was in last week.
Yeah.
Off this week.
Okay. Isn't it funny how drunk people always tell you a little bit more detail than you need? Constantly. It's one of my great observations about... I don't really hang out with drunk people now because I find them tedious. But they always just give you a little bit more detail than is required.
Hoisted by my own petard.
Thank you very much indeed, sir. Yes. So we now know the exact movement of your wife over the last 2 weeks. So thank you for that, Pablo.
That's all right. That's what I'm here for. But then we'll have the summer off, so we'll have the summer together with the kids, and it'll be grand. I forgot what I was saying.
Don't worry, I can make that easier for you. They do, drunk people. 0344 499 1000. It does feel the show. I'm so lackluster's the wrong word, but it's a low key show. But this hour, it's kind of we're winding down, and I expect very little else will happen. So if you're thinking about turning off, then probably now turn off. You might as well turn off. I'm just being honest about it. Where's the Caesar in the salad? Here's the ingredients. Hang on a minute. What? This is page 2 and 3 of the Daily Mirror. I've literally just opened it. Is this a joke?
Is it?
It's a game. It's a Where's Wally?
Yeah.
But it's a picture of a Caesar salad, and we've got to find Caesar. is this a thing? Here's the ingredients for a bit of fun. Page 2 and 3 of Caesar is hidden in this salad, but can you spot the Roman general's face planted among tomatoes, cucumber, lettuce and sweet corn? The image was released by the Subway chain. So this is an advert for Subway.
Yeah.
The image was released by the Subway chain to mark the start of its Salad of the Day promotion.
Oh. Important news.
To give you a clue, we've put up the picture of Caesar left, but if you still can't find the laurel-wreathed Julius, turn to page 29 for the answer. So it's an advert for the sandwich chain. That is incredible. Well, I'm going to turn to page 29 for the answer, because I can't be bothered to look. Oh, he's there, yeah, okay.
That's the end of that.
That's it. I mean, why would they do that? The dollar. I bet Robbie Williams is good to have as a mate. Do you know what I mean? I bet he's good to have as a mate. Here we go. We got the. Don't worry, guys. I found the end of the show. Stoned pigeons guiding bombs, German eating shark, and a chocolate plot to kill Churchill. Who was it that we were going to kill by putting poison in their shoes in the Second World War? There was someone it may have been Hitler. No. There was someone, because Churchill had all these crazy plans. One was to set fire to the English Channel. And there was a plot to kill Hitler or someone by putting poison. No, it wasn't Hitler. It was, it was, Fidel Castro, wasn't it? Fidel Castro. They were going to put poison in his...
That's what they're going to do his cigars.
Yeah, and his beard. They're going to do all these kind of stuff. They sound like something out of a wartime comedy film, but these were actually among the more weird plots thought up in a bid for victory. And you can find them in a new book called Weird War II from the Imperial War Museum. Okay, here we go. No photograph of Hitler wearing glasses were allowed. That's good, isn't it? Because he would have had to kill himself.
Because he would have been defective.
Yeah. That's interesting, isn't it? Oh, I didn't know that. Didn't know Hitler wore glasses. So we mocked one up. Yeah, nice one, Daily Mirror. Up yours, Dolores.
Bit late, love.
Hey, Hitler, here's a picture of you wearing glasses. You probably can't see it. In another ruse to disguise Hitler's short-sightedness, his speeches and official documents were written with a special large print typewriter.
That explains why he shouted all the time.
It was all written in capitals. Very, very angry man.
I've got a book I'm going to read that, what's his name, Danny Kelly recommended, called Blitzed, about the number of, the amount of drugs all that lot were on during the Second World War. Explains a lot of the decisions.
Who?
Hitler.
Oh, Hitler was a drug addict.
Yeah.
Hitler, because, and maybe I heard the author talking about it on a show.
Blitz.
This guy, he had this scientist who was working all these things, and Hitler ended up becoming addicted. He was like, it was sold to him like it was a vitamin thing, but it was speed.
Yeah.
Speed and hallucinogenics as well.
Yeah.
And the whole army was on speed.
Yeah, and loads of it at high command as well.
No one could work out why the German army could move so far, and it's because they were on speed. They didn't sleep. They would just take these pills. Absolutely nuts. Well, we'll do these in a second. 0344 499 1000, Late Nights with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
The radio show for people who know the best part of the day is the night.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Dennis. Hello?
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 Hello. It's your man again.
Well, for goodness sakes, man, what's going on? I thought it was your missus phoning saying Dennis didn't make it.
No, Churchill had a book called Churchill's Little Toy Shop, where he had all sorts of little things like that, where he had a thing you push in the gown with a bullet in there.
Yes.
You put your foot on it, blow your toes off.
What?
And then they had a device so that when the bombers were going over Germany, they dropped these things in the Rhine.
Yes.
And to make these things, they had to use all the condoms to make them watertight.
Wow.
And they were wrapped in a bag with salt, and the salt washed the water away, and these things bobbed up. And the charges were going down, which was very, very cunning. They also made fake horse muck.
Yes.
You laid it on the road, and a car ran over it, and blow the tyres off. There's some fantastic ideas.
How do you know? How are you privy to all this top secret information?
Because there's a book called Churchill's Little Toy Shop.
Oh, I see.
Great ideas, I tell you. I wish I'd have been there. I'd have had a lovely time.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dennis. I just blocked another person on Twitter. Larry and Catford, if you're interested. I'm just blocking people. It's so much easier than arguing with them. The Germans created exploding chocolate bars, okay, fine, which they aimed to smuggle into a dining room used by Winston Churchill in his war cabinet. Okay. Oh, this is good. This is good. This sounds like a Monty Python thing. Getting into my Python at the moment. We're listening to those Michael Palin diaries. God, that Michael Palin diary. I've read them ages ago, and I'm listening to the audio versions, and they've cut loads out. Because I remember in the
they
first one...
They are big books, though, aren't they?
Yeah, they're well worth a read. They're really good. But I remember in the first one, there's a lot of tension between him and Terry Jones when they're doing Ripping Yarns, because he really wants it to be a solo thing, and Terry Jones wants it to be a Jones-Palin thing. And Michael Palin is really full of self-doubt. It's really incredible to hear. Even through the 80s and the 90s, he's full of self-doubt. But he's not able to kind of say, look, I want this to be a Michael Palin thing. And in the end, it kind of all comes out, and it's brilliant. But in this one I was listening to, and I could just listen to Michael Palin for days. That voice is wonderful. I interviewed him once years and years ago. What a lovely man.
So did I. He's very charming, isn't he?
I was just one of the. Surely he's going to be Sir Michael Palin soon, unless he's turned it down. He might have turned it down, because he seems prime candidate. Cleese won't get it because of the divorces and he lives in America. Too late for Jones, unfortunately, because he's poor-led. It would be unusual. Idle certainly wouldn't get it because he's American now. So Palin. So Michael Palin. It must be on the cards.
But surely it would have happened by now, because he's bobbing on a bit, isn't he?
Well, yeah, I thought so. But then in this one, he's talking about his sister Angela and about her, through the 80s, her battle with depression, and she gets hospitalised, and he visits her, and she comes to stay, and he writes, we had a great weekend with Angela, and once we managed to get out of bed, we played Trivial Pursuits, and all this, and then she kills herself, and it kind of just comes from nowhere, we sent Angela off home, and she seemed all rather jolly, and we were making plans for her to speak to a psychiatrist, and then that evening my wife shouted up, Angela's done it. And oh God, it was heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking. And you kind of think, Michael Palin's sister, you would have thought, you would naively think people in that sphere, that bubble, that Palin bubble, would be okay, and there'd be money, and they'd be happy, and it just goes to show that it can affect anyone, it can affect anyone.
But also that it's not about the effort that people around them put into it.
No. And there's a really beautiful line where she's staying with them, and they're having breakfast and something, and then she goes, and he said that the final line she said was, "You'll never know how unbearable it is for me." Yeah. And that got it. That was it. You'll never know how unbearable it is for me. Wowzers.
Heartbreaking.
It's just incredible. Anyway, this sounds very Python-esque. Britain's Ministry of Information pumped out false rumours via the Underground Propaganda Committee. It was the source of some pretty sneaky stuff, particularly those exaggerating our military strength as the German invasion loomed in 1940. The strangest was that the Australian government had supplied 200 sharks to roam the English Channel and eat any Germans who fell in. Beautiful.
They used to drop leaflets as well, didn't they, saying, "Psst, you're losing."
Yeah. Wowzers. Bizarre plots planned against Hitler. included, this is genius, lacing his vegetables with female hormones to make him less aggressive, and driving him mad by dropping pornography on his bunker. He was supposedly very prudish.
Oh.
Dropping porn on his bunker. I can't think of anything better, being locked in a bunker with a load of 1940s porn. Given that he was taking a vast
He did take some rather raunchy pictures of Ava Brown, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Given that he was taking a vast number of drugs from cocaine to an extract of Bulgarian peasants' faeces...
Oh, my God.
...for his chronic flatulence... these
Which chemist did he pop into for that?
Wow, oh, here we go. This is great.
Flatulence.
This is great. As the Blitz took hold between September 1940... okay, man, this isn't... They've put the word gay in, but it means gay in the old sense, not as... Okay. As the Blitz took hold between September 1940 and May 1941, the sound of air raid sirens was an almost daily event. Many felt the mournful rising and falling wail was dampening morale and tried to come up with cheerier alternatives. The Bishop of Chelmsford's suggestion was a gay cock-a-doodle-doo, repeated 6 times. I mean, that would have done it, wouldn't it? That would have done it. Paradogs. Parachuting dogs.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a picture of one there. See that?
Oh, blimey.
Blimey, yeah, parachuting dogs. Paradogs accompanied... By the way, honestly, switch off. There's 6 minutes of this. It's just me reading out of a newspaper. You might as well go to bed. Go on. Paradogs accompanied D-Day troops dropped behind German lines, sniffing out mines, traps and troops. They were given 2 months intensive training, including how to angle themselves in the air, 4 paws up and rear legs down. But understandably, on the day, some of the dogs had to be encouraged out of the plane with a 2-pound piece of meat. You're not going to get a dog voluntarily jumping out of an aeroplane.
I saw something on Horrible Histories yesterday.
Oh, by the way, sorry, Harry's just tweeted a gag. The chemist that Hitler went to was Das Boots. Well done, Harry, well done.
That's the one acceptable gag of the week.
Well done, sir. Thank you. Catherine, please.
Horrible Histories yesterday was on, and I've seen them all a gazillion times, but this was a new one I hadn't seen. And it was a woman who, the Germans reckoned they trained spy dogs, and there were people who reckoned they could understand their barks.
Sorry?
That's true.
Say that again.
The Germans had spy dogs.
And
they were training spy dogs.
But people can understand barks. People can speak to animals and understand them. Well, not speak to them, but they know what's being said.
I guess intricate information.
What is it? Dolphins. Mm-hmm. Tell me about dolphins.
Go on.
What is it?
It's a mammal.
Yeah, but what is it about? How do we know that they're intelligent? That's question one. How do we know that dolphins are the most intelligent thing in the world? How do we know that?
Is it because of the way they interact with each other and with humans?
Well, how do we know? Well, we know that they molest women.
Yeah, they
do.
They
sexually attack women.
There was that woman that got her pelvis
But how do we know that they... How do we know what they do is clever? Well, how do we measure their...
intelligence?
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of that scientific problem solving.
What
like they do with rats, where they put them in a maze. And
all right. Well, what problems have they given a dolphin to solve?
Have you never seen Flipper?
No, but seriously. Honestly, I don't get. I don't know. Our friend Justin
used to train them with bombs and things.
Our friend Justin used to have a problem with dolphins. He thought they were arrogant, but but I don't get how we know that they're as intelligent. They're supposed to be more intelligent than us. Well, they can't be more intelligent than us because we've got cars,
and we used to strap bombs to them and send them.
So they can't be that intelligent. I don't get it. I'm gonna. This is my homework over the weekend. Is I'm gonna read up about dolphins because I just don't quite understand why we. I mean, they're beautiful creatures. Speaking of ugly creatures, the sea cow. Have you seen that?
Is that a manatee?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
They're the ones that people used to think were mermaids.
But they
must have been at sea a long time.
Jesus. I mean, they're rough as. Mermaids are supposed to be beautiful. Do mermaids have a blowhole?
No.
Would they?
No, they're fish. They're not mammals.
Mermaids? Mm-hmm. But what about the woman half?
Yeah, but you think all the reproductive...
Could she blow hole? Could she blow a whole boat? If she tried. Who are the Banshees? Not the Banshees, the Sirens. Greek.
Yes.
Sirens were Greek, and was it Odysseus? And he had to be strapped to the boat because he wanted to hear it, dirty bugger.
But they were monsters. They used to...
Yeah. They trap you because you go, oh, it's so sexy, oh, it's so horny.
But then you'd crash your boat, and then they'd eat you.
Yeah. But Odysseus wanted to...
Didn't he plug his ears with wool and strap himself to the boat?
No, he was... why would he plug his ear?
It's the Siren's song, that's why they're called...
Yeah, but he wanted to hear it. So he didn't plug his ear. He just wanted to be lashed to the boat so that he could hear it, but he couldn't then move the boat. I tell you what, next week, it's a Greek...
myth special.
Greek myth special. You know all about... Because we got these kids, Greeks... And it's the first time I've read these Greek stories. Pandora's box.
Yeah.
But I know... You know what's in Pandora's box?
Yeah. All the troubles of the world.
Yeah, well, it's
not... And then there's one thing at the end.
Hope. Little hope flies out. Goes, don't worry, I'll help you out.
But that's another kind of Eve myth, isn't it? Don't touch that. Don't open that.
But
she had to do it.
But the thing is, the gods gave him the thing. We only got 40 seconds left. The gods gave him the box and said, "Don't open that."
And the woman
then the gods gave him Pandora, and his brother says, I'm a bit suspicious. And he goes, no, it's the gods, it's fine. And the brother goes, oh, honestly, dude, this is a bit weird. You've given you a box you can't open. And then in the night, you hear the box go, Pandora, come and open up, please. Yeah. So, on
that
bombshell.
Snake and the apple again, isn't it?
Yeah, on that bombshell is the thing. Next week, it is a Greek myth special. Don't forget tomorrow night at 4:00, 4 till 7, I'm on Virgin Radio, and if you're coming to see me at the Glee Club on Sunday in Birmingham, please don't touch. That's all I ask. But we'll have a laugh. Until then, ta-ta.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Up to the minute breaking news and instant reaction on the radio station that's got everyone talking.
You might very well think that. You know I couldn't possibly comment.
Talk Radio.